Let's get this money. Yeah, nigga. Shit, rock star shit. Radiohead and all them niggas, all them fly names. Yeah, Green Day. Van Halen, Metallica shit. Yeah, Ozzy. Shout out to Ozzy. Yo, Wallows Chris, the duffel bag, got a straight meal, black onyx dice, I'm off in the grill. Party and bullshit, the gun got a full clip, stop running your trap, you get gapped for that new slip. Triple goose, look like an OJ glove, and them Gucci seats in the jet is nothing but love. Push comes and shove, I'ma burn a half an ounce in the skyloft. Ice cold Dosakis, I don't fuck with the land shark. AMG Bach with the glass steering wheel, petrified wood dash with a crystal windshield. White tires, gold diamond flakes in the paint jar. Shit so sexy when you look, you get your dick hard. Impeccable, I'm more than intellectual. God throwing dawn that'll stir fry your vegetables. Tone candle, murk your grandma for them dead presidents. You should never bite the hand, Paul.
Wu-Tang style. I could still remember it clearly. Do tell me. Your father was a good Wu-Tang martial expert. There's not many who can match up with him. Even the 10 Tigers find him very hard to tackle. That game is one-man league.
Bijan Chow, I've been waiting here for you.
Yo, Wu-Tang, I'm razor sharp like jump stars. Killer bees, swarming attack, one call from rag car. Plug in Haiti, I'm speaking price. With thighs and put the pants on. I'm never dry on my block. This spot is sandstorm. Drop a couple dollars on customs and where we land strong. 50 grand on your hat and now your man's gone. I'm in the beacon, I set it off on the dance floor. Homegirl smuggling drugs, stuffed it in the tampon. Dirty cops out in LA, they like the rampart. OG brilliant box, we call it handoff. I'm in the Hamptons, half baked and dancing. My diamonds dancing, desert storm like ransom. Ghostface and RZA connect, I make the anthem. All my hoes full with that bread, they throwing tantrums. Who the champions, Hall of Fame and Canton like.
Thank you. We have only 35 chambers. There is no 36.
I know that. But I want to create a new chamber.
And what would that be?
Chauvin skills confined here. In my view, that's a great pity.
What's good, y'all, man? Welcome in. Welcome in to the smoke session. What's going on, AC?
Not much, bro. Just sitting here chilling. Just got through watching a dude from the UK that I fucks with his channel.
Yeah.
He just about 2 hours worth of gameplay on Undisputed.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the game is taking over. I just watched my guy Black and Brown just play for a few hours. Just that.
You see, so you did the same thing I just did.
Shit, I'm like, yo, I'm like, is he live? And I'm looking, he's just playing the game. That's it.
Yeah, this dude went through like he played. First, he did a regular game fight. He had Fury versus Usyk. He felt that he had got robbed. That shit was funny as hell. It was like he was scrapping because he had the game early, so he was trying to remember and see if they corrected some of the things that were the early complaints about, like the controls feeling a little sluggish and everything. Sometimes it may feel like a little delay when you want to transition from defense to offense and then throw a combination and shit like that. So he was like, maybe it's just a matter of getting the hang of the controls, but it seems as though it was still kind of the same as it was in a excuse me, in an introduction and stuff. I mean, in the early version that he had, he downloaded the PC joint where he was like, I got the game for free, so I didn't do the console thing just yet. I've been playing it on my PC, so I just went and used the link that I had, and I was able to get a free copy of the game. And then he did the Fury versus Usyk jump off. Then he did Ray Robinson versus Lomachenko,
Oh wow.
and uh, and that just tells you Ray Robinson and Lomachenko's on the game. You feel what I'm saying? He was like,
Yeah,
you didn't see Anthony Joshua, but Ali is supposed to be in the game.
probably gonna be on the DLC pack.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, those were some of the things, and then he went into career mode, created a character. We saw how he created the character. We saw the differences, like what in the old one. Remember where you could go actually go in the gym and you hit the bags according to the punches they trying to show you. With this one, it from the way he was playing, it didn't seem that way. You just go down and scroll down and you say, I'm gonna enter camp. But what was even cooler that they took that other stuff out. I don't know if Black and Brown was just went into career mode and everything. You could
Hell no,
negotiate.
I ain't done none of that yet, man. He just be fighting.
Yo, you could go in and you can negotiate purse splits.
Hell no, he ain't done. He just be fighting, man. He ain't made no play or none of that. He just
Yo, he was like uh he developed his character. Then after a couple of amateur wins, after he won the whole amateur tournament, you
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Then he had gotten a trainer, um, a promotional team and shit like that, and all of that other kind of stuff. Everything that you would get once you turn pro. So yeah, he was out there throwing 60-40 purse splits. If a dude seemed like he was too much of a bum, he'd be like, this guy's got to take this 70-30, or he ain't getting the fight. I was like, yo, you crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that part was mad cool. I was like, oh, this shit is live. I like that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that whole negotiating fights and purse splits, and then after you beat a guy, he may show up again, asking for a rematch and shit like that. And you got two paths: you can go for fame, or you can go for the money. So you're gonna always have three fights in front of you, three fighters in front of you. They're gonna give you that list. You pick between the three. One guy, you know what I'm saying? He may be the A side because he's a little bit more popular. So if you're going for to be noticed and have social media write about you, you're gonna fight that guy instead of one of the other guys that may be lower ranked and all of that other stuff, but may have a bigger purse involved in it. So you got to make those choices as you're building your career.
like a real boxer.
Yeah,
Yeah, niggas ain't gonna. It'd be a while for niggas even try that shit. Then they'll shut the fuck up.
yeah, for sure.
My damn career ain't going like it's supposed to. You made the wrong choices. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So at the end of the day, it was funny and cool to see how the career mode goes and shit like that. What you can actually do in career mode and how you could build yourself up and everything. He built this weird ass dude with a bright green mustache and blue hair, coming out of the UK looking like Patty Tatty and shit like that.
Niggas always do that with they like. Why the fuck y'all build that nigga for?
Yeah, then yo, I don't know, but at the end of the day, he was in the heavyweight division, so he was just straight up, like every one of his victories, he was on the seven KO knockout streak.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
yeah, I know. I know I watch certain guys. Certain guys are making their players and doing career mode, and a lot of guys are just trying to get nice so they can be online.
Yeah, like I prefer if I was gonna watch somebody, I'm gonna watch the guy that's gonna, you know, like for me, I would watch the guy that builds his career first because he's gonna be able to fight online, but just not yet. You feel what I'm saying? And he's learning from the ground up. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Plus, he was like, I was one of the guys who had the game early, and I was covering it, and that's what made me stumble on him in the first place. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had it early.
Yeah, he was one of the people that had the game early, and he was out of the UK, and I just wanted to see the difference between what I saw from showbiz and what the UK dude was doing. Was it any differences in the game? You know what I'm saying? But it was fun watching them. I ain't even gonna lie. The 2 hours went by like it was like, literally like an hour. You know, because he was talking shit, playing the game, and everything with all that UK way of talking shit. You know, like there's no mucking around here, mate. No mucking around. I was like, come on, bruv. Come on, bruv. Let's get it on. Let's get it. Let's get it cracking and no mucking around. You know, I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. But it was fun watching him though. I ain't even gonna lie. So the game is definitely like you could definitely host a live playing the game, and especially when you are you know at the level of you being online and you got your established character that you made and you feel what I'm saying. You're able to take that character online like the first or the second or it might have even been the third UFC game where you had to go to career mode. Once you go through career mode, then you could take that character that you created in career mode and you won the ability now to pull him up on the roster and have him move up the ladder and fight for the championship.
Yeah, it's probably like I would like I that's some shit I would do, but the game, like I said, the game just came out and everybody gonna be strictly on. I just want to punch people.
Yeah.
I just want to punch people. That's it. But I'm waiting for Lord of the Rings to pull up because that song that I played, that shit's off his label.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord got a label?
Yeah, it's Hidden Chambers.
Oh, okay.
That's why he ain't been on. That nigga been in Vegas for like a month.
Okay.
Been on the West Coast for like a month. But he hit me up like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if you ready, we can talk about whatever. I'm just waiting for him to hit the link.
Yeah, for sure.
And I sent them. Cause other than that, I did watch the weigh-ins today.
Yeah, we got ourselves a fight.
I don't know. Bivol over there hiding behind. Eddie Hearn hiding behind Bivol over there.
Uh-huh.
Eddie Hearn can't save you in the ring, buddy. Eddie Hearn doing a lot of talking. You may get that Beterbiev that you didn't want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, Eddie, when are you gonna start to learn that you got some guys with you, but leave that Frank Warren nigga the fuck alone, bro. We
Nigga,
got killers over there.
14 of your fighters done lost.
Yeah.
14 of your key fighters done lost. Don't make it 15 with Bivol.
You know what I'm saying?
Rocking around over there with with Beterbiev, pissing Beterbiev on something might happen to you, man.
Yeah, did you see the undercard press join?
I seen some of it. Ain't Ben Whitaker on this card?
Huh?
Ben Whitaker on this card?
Yes, sir. That's why I asked, because
Yeah.
homeboy was getting a little chippy with Ben Whitaker. Ben, I like the way Ben talking. I like the way he talks. He's like, listen, just be ready. That's all. I don't give a fuck what you saying. You just be ready for a fight tomorrow. All of that extra blah blah and all of this talking, we passed that. We've been past that. You just got to make sure you ready. If you're not ready, he was like, trust me, you're gonna have a real short night. So Ben about to show people some shit. Like if he sense that this dude ain't on his level, he gonna stop this guy.
Yo, now, I'm looking at some shit real quick that I posted on the Jaguar right shit in Instagram, and motherfuckers was trying to tell me. I'm like, listen, stop talking about like, cause she talking about her damn son was targeted. Bitch, your son was online doing drugs and putting a gun in the camera. Shut up.
Yeah, people be wild. Like,
It'll be
stop.
wild, bro. Like you gonna tie your son in. You gonna blame your son's death on Jay Z in the industry.
Yeah,
You are a horrible mother. Why don't you say that shit?
yeah. You just gotta like listen. You could raise your kids 100% right. You could be the most religious, parent, making sure they got straight A's and they got all of those straight A's. But like every good parent know, it takes a lifetime to stay good, but only 10 seconds to fuck it all up.
Only that's it. He was knowing like I'm looking at videos of the nigga popping pills, shooting guns in the air, got his gun in his hand. I'm like, yo, this nigga typical drill rapper. You gonna blame that on the industry?
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at certain shit like, damn, when you gonna take accountability for damn just you may have fucked up with him.
Yeah,
Word. Your
yeah.
son, your youngest son went on Tasha K. That's the messiest bitch known to man.
Uh-huh.
That shit was just, I was just like, yo, that shit crazy. But anyway, um, I think with Ben Whitaker, I think he gonna stunt.
Yeah. He looking
Oh,
like he said, he looking to steal a show. He looking to steal a show, so he about to do some shit, whatever it's gonna be.
What's
what's
good?
going on? Go ahead, y'all go ahead real quick.
Bills, what it do, bro?
Oh man, shit, ready to go?
Yeah, for
Ready to go?
tomorrow.
Hell yeah, I'm ready
Yeah.
to go home. Shit, today. Shit, I'm ready to peel out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. The only dude I know that get one day off the whole year. Like, Bill, what you doing at work? 3 o'clock, Bill. It's like seven. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's at my other job. No, I'm joking with you, bro. But
Shit, I wish I had it like that. I'm trying to find me another job for real. For real, shit, man. I got it. Shit, I just want to get ahead and get current. You know what I mean? Make sure
yeah,
shit's
bro.
great, man.
Yeah,
Motherfucking
that's
kids.
that's where I'm at right now. My two adult kids, they don't wipe me the fuck out. Took all my money. Now dad got to start all over, and it's like I don't care because I'll sacrifice everything for them. But can
Right, right.
y'all let me do what I want to do for once? I mean, goddamn, y'all in your 20s now. Y'all still got a little sister. I still got to think about too.
Man, they don't. Man, listen. I
You
ain't realized having kids was gonna be what it is, but shit.
Yeah,
I ain't. I mean, but well, we try to get the kids what we ain't have. That
yeah,
kind of hindered them. What we should have did was just take their ass to the park, and drop their ass off, and just say walk the
exactly.
fuck home. Walk home. They go a bike, learn how to ride it. Then you can ride home on the bike. Like
Yeah,
we ain't had nobody out there teaching us how to ride no bike with no damn armor on. Shit, I done tore
exactly.
up. Shit, we used to build bikes. You come over by the house. I had three brothers, so you know what I mean. You come by the house, we'll build you a bike.
Yeah, I
We
know a
had bike
dude.
parts everywhere.
Yeah, I know a dude that know like one of my homies knew how to do that. Like I could put this shit together, but he could go in and be like, nah, let me The front wheel don't work. All right, let me pull the whole shit apart and just look. Let me look
Yep.
at the ball bearings and all of that. I'm like, oh, this nigga nice.
We'll got there fix that chain for you. We gonna
Yep,
get you there. Yeah, you'll have one. If we ain't got the part, you might have one little wheel on the front and
yep,
a big wheel in the back. But shit, you riding. You ain't have no bike when you came over here.
yep. And you listen, get on that bike on Sundays, and then everybody just go riding. We go ride to the mall,
Yeah,
ride
that's
through the
social media.
woods.
That
You
was
and
social media.
exactly, exactly. That was going online for us. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
Riding to getting up with a crew of niggas, it'd be like 10, sometime anywhere between 4 to 10 little dudes on a bunch
and
of homemade bikes.
it seemed
Right.
like a day lasted a week. It seemed like we did so much in a day.
Exactly.
Now, what the fuck? I know
You
what
get
it
up,
is.
go do some shit, go back home, eat, take a nap, and then go back outside again.
Right.
Like, bro,
And,
that shit
and,
was
and
like
tell the
time was
water hose,
different.
look.
Yeah, time was different, bro. For real. But yo, did you watch any of the press conferences with the fight tomorrow?
Nah. I've been I've been watching motherfuckers play that damn game, and then I've been watching, little
Oh, okay.
political shit. I just be all over the motherfucker play.
Yeah, same here. Like between watching the games and then watching all the political shit, I've been pretty much doing the same thing. But I've managed just to squeeze out, like a good half an hour. I was like, all right, let me see who got the shortest one. Maybe give me the highlights and everything.
I'm
But
thinking about. I seen it online. It's $60. You know what I mean, for the Canelo version. It ain't got all the characters on it. Then it's like 70 something dollars for the one with who was that, Tyson Fury, and yeah, it got the DLC pack. But you can buy the game, with just the Canelo pack. You know what I'm saying, and
yeah,
then later on. I think that pack though with all of the majority of the fighters on that motherfucker, that shit like $21. So you pretty much might as well get it if you want to just play with everybody. But if you know what I'm saying, you ain't got the time, you just want to get the game, you want to play the career mode, just get the cheap shit, then download the rest of this shit later. That's
yeah,
what
that's
I'm probably gonna do.
yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do too because I really want to fuck with the career mode because the career mode seemed like it was mad fun. Get the
Yeah.
purse bids and all of that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, I always wait till it get all the bugs out before
Yeah,
I go online. Anyway, there's a lot of people talking shit about the online play, so
yeah. All everybody who's from all the complaints I've seen with people talking about the online, it's the movement and the controls.
yeah, they ain't. But see, they ain't got it. They ain't got the servers up and running yet. They are like,
Yeah,
they ain't.
yeah. It's like, bro, the game just came out, man. Y'all. What do you call them? Fucking y'all jackrabbits. You jackrabbit ass motherfuckers. Y'all was just thirsty. So
Now,
it's like
the problem is, see, they losing to these dudes that already ahead of the curve that know what the problem is with the online, and they
yeah,
abusing it. So they online record gonna be great. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Gonna look like they the shit. You know what I'm saying? When they really just playing the system right now.
yeah.
But
Exactly.
that's why I ain't finna fuck up my online record.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, it's just like what? If you got the PC version, you might have better success with the controllers than the console version because that was
Yeah,
the issue when all of the Tom Clancy games came out from PC to PlayStation and Xbox. All the real Tom Clancy players like myself was like, "What is this? What in the fuck is this bullshit that y'all trying to sell me?" And I done paid
well, they
$70
already,
for
you
this
know what I
game.
mean?
I
They
didn't hear
already
you.
got it on PC. See, PC was the first thing that came out with it,
Yeah,
so they already worked through all the bugs and all the
exactly.
kinks. Shit, you know what I mean?
So with PC, it's just a matter of getting used to the controllers for right now, and then everything's going to start to develop once all the downloads and packs start to be implemented and everything. But if you got the console, you
Yeah.
at least a year off before they fix all of those problems.
Shit,
You
I'm
feel what
on.
I'm
They gonna
saying?
have, they gonna fast track that just like they doing 2K. They're gonna fast track it
Yeah,
because once they implement this these microtransactions and that pay to play shit, like I played the UFC game and the undisputed look kind of like what UFC do. So if they following that blueprint a little bit, then it's gonna be. My man says pay to play on there too. I ain't really deep into the UFC shit because once they get me on the ground, I'm just like, yeah, this shit is unfair. I don't want to play no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but I don't know how to grapple. This some bullshit. Like, hold up.
yeah. You
But
got to go see.
you
That's
know,
that's the whole part. Like with that shit, once you go through career mode, you're gonna learn how to grapple. You're gonna learn how to you either gonna you gonna get two choices. Well, three: striker, grappler, or wrestler. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, I
So
usually go with the balance. I like the balance, but
yeah,
I, I
you could
seen some,
go as a striker, but you better have your jujitsu defense at least halfway. Don't try to be a submitter. Just be able to defend this shit.
I seen some archetypes on this about this undisputed game. They had one called the Speed Demon, and they got like different ones. Like dude tried to make a Floyd Mayweather his little career shit, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to make now. Like shit, dude, I'm probably have about 3 fighters, and shit, like hopefully they don't cost this much, So salute, Latch. What's going on, Latch?
Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, man, the game it just looked like from the way everybody talking. You've been on looking at a bunch of people play the game. I've been looking at a bunch of people playing the game. Pop been looking at people play the game. Man, that's gonna be a whole new area of content creating for content creators.
Right.
Just to sit there and watch, this is me getting down with the game. This is who I'm fucking with. Either dudes is
Yeah,
gonna
that'll be the pastime of okay, we in a time where ain't no fights going on, and we talking about shit and what we want to see, and we got content creators talking shit, and they all got the game, and we just like, well, this my fighter, that's your fighter. Well, shit, let's put
yeah,
them in the ring. These motherfuckers ain't making the fight. Like
yeah,
I
you
give
go
you a week. You know what I'm saying? I give you a week. I give you a week. We can say we gonna set it up for Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to do the debates. We're gonna
yeah,
set it up for Saturday. We going live. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
you
and this
know
is where you're gonna see a lot of content creators pull that Ethernet cord when they looking like they're about to get knocked the fuck out. And I'm like, oh hell no, nope, 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 nope. You're not fucking up my online career. Nope. Like, yo, I was just playing this nigga, and I found out. Guess who channel that motherfucker is? That's
right.
such and such. And this gonna be a whole lot of exposure. That's
Yeah,
why,
this gonna
man.
start some shit. This gonna
It,
start some shit.
yeah, bro. Better go in that
Going
career mode, get your one-on-one up, bro. Because other than that, you're gonna have like a 10 and 28 type career.
Hey, but just think though, you gonna be going on other channels, and then the best fighter on that channel gonna be talking shit, and then he gonna have his little underlings, and you know what I'm saying? Like, when you
Yeah,
gotta fight, you gotta fight homeboy before you can even get to me, and now you gotta go through his whole entourage just to motherfucking take him on, cause he think he the king, cause he beating all of them. So you know what I mean? It'll be some shit.
yeah.
Everybody crewed up. Everybody got a crew. It's like Def Jam Vendetta in this motherfucker.
All day, all day. You know these niggas gonna have crews with all their minions. Yo, listen,
Yeah,
I rocks with him. I rocks with his lives and everything. So you know, when I found out that, you know, this was his game handle name, you feel what I'm saying? I definitely joined his gym, joined the same gym he at. So it's gonna be like, yeah, all right, man. You
I'm
join
gonna,
that gym. All right, man. All
I'm gonna have to
right.
go get it. I'm gonna have to go get it, man, because I know these boys gonna be talking big boy shit once they get up. Yeah, I
You
mean,
got. I think it's gonna be a whole new game and DLC pack after the damn fight.
yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna have a whole new on that one too, because I seen the Turk holding up the undisputed belt.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be it's several downloads that they got sitting in the cut. Um, I just seen like several fighters that's up and coming. Like they gon' just like Blair went to. You say he was in Japan, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be going to odd places, training and shit, and you're gonna be like wondering why. Because they're going to get scanned, they're going to do they stance, you know what I mean, they punches and all this shit. So it's gonna take a little time, but you're gonna hear about a lot of them going, "Oh, I was over here in Germany," or "I was," you know what I mean? They're gonna be in weird ass places. You're gonna be like, "Damn, why you was over there training?" But that shit, that's what it be. It be shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they be secluded off somewhere, and you be thinking, yeah, they training because they showing, they style, and so they pretty much shadow boxing and fighting real motherfuckers, and so motherfuckers can pick up their image and shit. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's about to go down.
Yeah. I mean,
It-
it's going like I've been saying, man. This shit gonna grow to where the game itself is going to spawn like fantasy football. It's gonna branch out into something like that, to where you gonna have
yep,
people covering the top gamers in the boxing game, their gym, their their fighters, and oh, he just picked up this guy. This guy racked up an impressive, 20 straight knockouts. He's one of the fastest dudes to become a contender, because I seen the dude become a prospect in his second professional fight because he got two first round knockouts.
right,
You feel what I'm saying? So he beat two popular guys that the game sent him, and right after he beat those two dudes, uh, he got a message from his manager telling him, "Listen, you're now a prospect. You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now you
I'm
can
getting that.
seriously start getting bigger fights and start negotiating for more money in your fights or more fame." I was like, "Oh, this career mode shit is crazy."
Yeah,
I'm
Wow.
getting
I've been watching. They ain't even went to career mode yet. They just trying to figure out how to get up because they didn't
yeah,
go to the
yeah.
tutorial.
That's the first thing I'm gonna be doing, getting knocked down so I can get up.
Yeah.
So once I get that mapped out, oh shit, you can go for the juggler then, cause you know how to get up. You know
I
what I
said,
mean? I'm going. You know what I mean?
Now
Yeah,
the way it looks when you get knocked down, you're gonna see the clock is gonna click, and then you're gonna see two lines and two like red bars.
yeah. You
And
gotta line that shit up.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you gotta line that shit up, and then you'll be able to get up. Hopefully, you could do it within five, because then it's not that much your resistance getting up. You'll have a faster recovery. The harder it is for you to line that shit up, by the time the ref tell y'all to start fight, your energy is gonna be low and your resistance is gonna be low. So the dude is
bro, I
just,
seen that shit.
yeah, you just gotta go into a high guard and just back the fuck up and try
bro.
to,
I seen some shit online to where the referee stopped the fight for a minute to check a motherfucker eye,
yeah,
and he was like,
yeah,
"Hold on." I'm like, "What?"
yeah. And
And then they went back to fighting. I said, "Oh man, this crazy,
the
man."
ref can actually, the dude that I was watching, he had got three stoppages. Uh, uh, he had got 3 stoppages because of an eye injury. The ref stopped the fight 3 times because he just blasted the dude, and the cut just looked all nasty. Even when the dude went back to the corner, you could still see blood all over him and shit like that. So
Get
Yeah,
yeah,
because
your
they
ass.
man.
be talking to him in the corner. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And he figured out how, from the first time he was playing, how to throw those power punches. Like you could definitely hear it from throwing a regular joint, and then you could load up and throw that power shot. That should be like doosh. It's a much louder sound. And two of those shots, you see the whole screen get cloudy and red around the dude, and then you see like the little blood splatter on the thing. That's when you're like, oh shit, he hurt. Let me go in and finish him. He hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Body shots definitely work. They take a lot out of a dude.
Yeah, I seen that.
shit,
I dude playing with Carl Froch. Yeah, I said
Uh,
like, damn, he got busy with Carl Froch.
Let me get this little gambling board that I be doing at work off. I'm goddamn get that motherfucker. I gotta hustle any kind of way I can. Shit, I be in this beat, so I got these boys in here gambling like a motherfucker.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Once this shit get solidified, and you get enough people that actually downloaded and got the game, which is probably gonna meet that quota sometime tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
Or
The whole thing I'm saying is, man, yo, listen, I can just see it right now. The same way they had that whole fantasy football thing, there's going to be people that follow other people or have a YouTube channel just talking about who are the top players in the game, who's a up and coming. Will this person who these guys, some of these guys, like Sonic Fox, you see him across the platform of MKN and fucking Tekken. Will a dude like that, or the dude that you put on there yesterday, the brown skin dude with the dreads that stopped traffic and everything for his PlayStation giveaway in
yeah,
lower Manhattan? Yeah,
yeah,
like those, you between Sonic Fox and that dude, they start playing the game is it's done. It's a done deal. The first person to get out here and start talking about these guys and having stats put up, and you know if there's some kind of way to, like, if the game allows you to look at other people's stats and see who else is fighting. I don't know if they have to be in your gym, or you
Nah,
could just
it's
do it,
on.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
all that shit online. All that shit online. Once you go in the lobby and shit like that, you're gonna get to see everything.
Yeah,
You gonna see motherfucking celebrities pop up. They gonna have different icons for celebrities and football players and YouTubers, just like 2K. Like when a motherfucker pop up, there's a football player, they got a certain icon, and you see a whole bunch of motherfuckers chasing behind them, trying to be on their team and shit like that. It's gonna be the same motherfucker way. Motherfucker gonna be clicking on that motherfucking link, hoping they can get a fight with this motherfucking football player or anybody, just so I
yeah.
can go
Do you
live,
know
kick your ass.
you know a nigga, like, because Fury's already there. Alexander Usyk gonna be there. He's already there. Whenever Deontay Wilder's already there. So once these dudes start playing the game, you feel what I'm saying? And Wilder already admitted that he's a gamer. So Fury said he's a gamer. So yeah, you're gonna get Deontay Wilder and Fury constantly going at it. You
Well,
know,
then the game. The game. He a big 2K player. So once you got rappers and all that shit that be playing these
yeah,
games. Man, once they
yeah.
say that they do this shit, like
You got cigar talk. He gonna start playing the game. $1 million worth of game dudes gonna start playing the game. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, uh, pops people, black and brown are already playing the game. So you already got a good level of content creators that are already there and already setting up the platform and shit like that, bro. This game is definitely gonna change. Shit's gonna be this shit's gonna be something crazy out here.
best promotion ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could just see it. And in between the game, while you in career mode, they show you the picture. You know, you get the picture of Bud Crawford, you get the picture of Clarissa Shields and shit like that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and get the game, scan my face, do whatever I got to do to get in this motherfucker. Cause shit, it's about to get real. I'm gonna play offline until I get good. I don't go online with that bullshit. Cause
yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, yo, when I got that feeling, that's when I go online. You feel what I'm saying? When I feel I could do all the little tricky shit and be able to pull it all off the way I want to be able to pull it off and the way my mind think. Could I do this combination? Could I copy the six commandments that Pop got? You feel what I'm saying?
right,
That the boxing dude or boxing trainer gave Pop and everything like that.
but
Can I?
that'll be based off of your mind and what you mad, what
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
And I'm
button
saying
you
if I
push
could
and
do
stuff.
that in game, if I could pull it off in game, those basic six combinations, if I could pull those off in game, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm ready. Now I could pull it off in fights. I could do this. I could do that. Yeah, yeah. Because I know a lot of these other dudes ain't even thinking like that unless they're a real boxer.
No, they damn thinking about just trying to throw a power punch and get you
Yeah,
shook and,
yeah, for sure.
And just just throw punches and just swinging.
Yeah, me,
and
I'm
hope.
gonna be like, yo, Pop, send me. Here's my email address. If you can, scan that jump off and send it to me, bro. So this way I start practicing that shit in the game. See if I
I'm
can pull it
training.
off in some of these fights. Half step back, uppercut, right cross. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't got no problem with that.
Yeah, for sure. Bo, what it do, bro? Salute.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Chilling, chill. I just saw y'all was live. Figure I hop on.
We ain't doing much. Just well, I was waiting for somebody to pull up, but this nigga done did a no show, so we just freestyling.
Oh, okay. See, I'm ready for
So
that fight tomorrow, man.
undisputed tomorrow. You like the card, or you just gonna watch the main event?
I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I'm definitely watching the main event.
What time it come on, man? There we
Man,
go.
that shit an early
I
fight.
think like 6 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah, cause a lot of people don't be realizing, you know what I mean? They be fuck around, get drunk, and be thinking, oh, I got the 11 o'clock, but they don't know this
That's
shit be
UK
coming on
time.
early.
Yeah, that shit is
Right? They
five.
don't
That
know.
shit starts 5 o'clock UK time.
You fuck around, catch it on ESPN, be like, damn, man, I missed the fight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, me and my homeboy was just not talking about that. Like, shit, that shit gonna come on early. I said, great. That mean I got, yeah, I mean, after it's over with, I got a whole bunch of other shit I can do, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, instead of waiting motherfucking 11 o'clock, then it's 1 o'clock, now I'm dozing off. These motherfuckers just not start dancing and got a rapper walking them to the motherfucking thing. And I'm just like, damn, like, this is the motherfucking longest song ever. Now y'all want to sing and do Star Spangled Banner and motherfucking got little kids playing the trumpet. I'm like, God damn, the next thing I know, I wake up, it's the third round.
Yeah, bro. That
Ugh.
shit. It's yo. Listen, if it's starting at 5 and these dudes is gonna be fighting all the way to 11, 12 o'clock, bro, you better believe that there's a concert, a pre-concert, a
Right.
post-concert. You feel what I'm saying? Just be just have the rest of your day set up. Even though it's gonna come on early, it's still gonna take a good portion before we even get to the main event. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just gonna
Unless
do some shit with
everybody's
my
on some
kids.
early knockout shit.
Do some shit with my kids and be watching the game while I'm doing that shit. Kill two
Yeah,
birds with one stone.
yeah.
And
Hmm.
then
And hopefully this time, if they got the singer is actually in the stadium before the fight start. See, you ain't gotta wait 40 minutes for the singer to get there and then sing his motherfucking songs.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like how they do their events though.
Yeah, I
I
ain't
do.
gonna
I
lie.
Yeah.
do.
That's what I'm just saying. I like
No,
their.
no, no. I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I be hearing like other channels talking about, oh man, them shits is a waste of fucking time. But
Shit, whatever. That's an
I be
event.
I be
That's
like,
an
yo,
event.
and the funny thing about it, these same dudes, right? They be talking about how the PBC be putting on events and shit, or like or Tinker Canella put on events, but then they get mad when Turkey put on events. I'm like, man,
Right.
I'm like, take you
First
gonna
of
make
all,
things
when it
entertaining.
comes to them suck ass niggas, they be like, "Man, we not here for your personal concert." Yes, you are, because he paying for it. Yes, you
I'm
are.
trying to
Mhm.
tell you.
You are here
What you
for that.
got?
If you don't want to be here, like go somewhere else.
Right. Man,
But
just think though, you go into a fight and you got a concert right there at the same time. That's just amazing. Like shit,
Yeah.
I get this and this. Like shit, I ain't got enough to buy drinks. I'm too fucked up. Like I got extra wasted because I done went to this concert. Now I'm about to watch the fight. Like motherfucker, I can't even sit down. Like shit, what the hell going on?
Yo, another thing too, when I go around on social media, I hear dudes complaining about $20 fucking, and the main event is free, but they complain about $20, but then they be bragging about paying $90 and shit. I be like, damn, like motherfuckers, like how do you brag about paying more money for a fight
Cause
and
they
complain
lying.
about
Cause they streaming and they acting like they paid for the fight.
yeah,
Yeah, because at the end
Like,
of the day, $20 you get nothing but good fights.
I'll
yep,
be
For the
back.
most part, they're all 50-50 fights, at least on paper. You feel what I'm saying? And you get a
yeah,
concert. By not some random slump motherfucker, somebody who actually sells globally.
right,
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, bro, stop complaining. This is what you would want to pay if you was there. You're getting the best bang for your buck, bro. What
facts.
are you saying? Championship fights, nothing but really great fights, and
50-50 fights on top of that.
yeah, and then on top of that, in the middle of all of that, you got a nice little concert. So
Yep,
then, listen, if I get you free tickets to the Super Bowl and a halftime show come on, I don't want to hear you complain about shit because it's the same fucking concept.
right,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I see it.
And then I hear people complaining because they like, oh, a lot of dudes are UK fighters. I don't want to pay for no UK fighters, but they be the same ones expecting UK fans to pay for American shit. I'm like, man,
Exactly.
Man, them UK fighters been spanking American fighters for a minute. Niggas better get your weight up.
Yep. Because it's a culture. Going to a boxing event in the UK and other places around the world is a culture. Just like people here in America have tailgate parties and all of that kind of shit just to go watch a football game,
right,
and it could be a college football game. You
facts.
still have uh, tailgate parties because that whole thing is a culture. That is UK boxing. You feel what I'm saying? They take that shit just as serious as, MotoGP, what else? F1 racing, their version of football. So it's like, man, you can't argue. They are a culture that loves their sports, whether it's from fucking cricket to throwing darts. Some niggas come out and support.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? As Americans, we can't be mad at that. Like, stop that. Stop going online and complaining. And maybe, when fight weeks happen, these fight weeks can be even bigger events because it's now people want to go there and you got undisputed games. So you want to see a
They complain,
prelim
yo,
of the fight.
they complaining about the game, man.
Yeah,
These
because
motherfuckers,
Americans are spoiled little fucking brats at times, man.
these
Stop
motherfuckers talking about, oh man, everybody could do the same move, and I be like, what the hell?
because everybody learning the game right now. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
It's like when you played when Mortal Kombat first came out. You feel what I'm saying? Or Street Fighter. Every other move was Hadouken, Hadouken. You feel what I'm saying? Because niggas is like, that's the only one that I know that work, and I can hit you
yeah,
whether
yeah.
you far or close. I'm doing what I got to do to just try to win the fight. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'll learn the controls later. But if
Right,
it's
right.
just the basic shit, then I get that one power move. I'm gonna run that shit, man, down to the white meat. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Body was good, bro. Salute.
What it do, buddy? Oh,
ain't even there.
You know,
yeah.
going on AC, man. I don't know. It said something was going on with my mic, but I'm just feeling, man. Excited for tomorrow, man. Just I'm gonna spend all the hoopla around the games. I can't plan any reindeer games. I stopped playing them consoles, man. It's been so long, man. I used to be a Madden head. It's crazy. But I'm excited about the fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I definitely want to see Ben Whitaker fight. I don't know who they got him fighting, but I want to see him fight.
Now the
That's my
guy.
question, y'all. That's the question I was gonna pose on a poll
What's that?
on the tube. Who's gonna steal the show? Who? I was gonna say who's gonna have the best performance? Is it gonna be Ben Whitaker, Chris Eubanks, Scott Nicholson, Beterbiev, or Bivol? Who gonna steal the show?
I'm honestly, I'm gonna say I think it's gonna come between the Chris Eubanks and Connor Ben fight or the Ben Whitaker fight.
Hold
No,
on.
he's not fighting Conor Ben. He's fighting
Like,
somebody else.
yeah, I was about to say he ain't fighting no Conor Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ain't fighting. Yeah,
Him and Conor
What
Ben.
happened? Connor's out of the fight because I just saw them niggas facing off.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah. They was
he just
facing
Conor Ben
off,
ran
but
down on him.
that was like talking shit type stuff.
He just ran down on him.
they saying
Oh
that's next.
wow.
Like Eubanks is saying that's next, but and then also you got. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fabio Warley, because Fabio
Yeah,
Warley was the European guy that I saw emerging like how Jarrett was, and I said, yeah, I said if it's gonna be across the pond where, they at the same level and they're, going through the gauntlet, they're gonna meet, and just so happened, man,
yeah. So
Jarrett
this
got in
fight,
there with Bacoli, and now that's kind of, but Fabio Warley, man, he got potential, like he get hit, but he got
he
potential.
got he got
I
he got,
thought
he got
that
the
him and Jerry
rematch.
would be a good fight.
He got that rematch tomorrow.
Yeah, he gonna be
Yeah,
on there,
and
and so a lot of
they
people are
already
looking at him.
they already get in contention of fight of the year from their first fight this year.
Yeah, they were scrapping. They were definitely scrapping.
Wow, that's crazy. I
So like
honestly
the
think
card is definitely not weak. I'm just like I want to make sure people gonna watch the card because a lot of people
Yeah,
just be
it's
watching.
just that a lot of Americans, man, ain't used to these fighters and shit. Or casuals. I ain't gonna say a lot of Americans. A lot of casuals ain't used to these UK fighters outside of Ben Whitaker.
yeah. Yeah, like
But
them.
it's man, like listen, y'all. I was listening today, and I said, man, because I was gonna go ahead and do my thing at 8, and I said, you know what? I don't even know, because it's like I'm in the mood to talk boxing, but where people are at, it's like it's not inviting. And I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down real quick. It's not inviting to having the conversation because, man, like as fans, man, we acting like some bitches, man. We be acting like some hoes, man. Like I be sitting up here listening to all the, like right now, if you say that you got Bivol, motherfuckers is like, oh man, you only picking Bivol because all the experts. It's like just a week ago, nobody was picking Bivol. Like this is a 50-50 match. Like nobody should get
Yeah.
crucified. And they trying to turn this into some Bud Spin shit, but this is not that kind of fight. It's like, look, if either one of them lose, neither one of them got nothing to hang their head at. Like, and we should celebrate them both. And like, and no matter who loses going forward, we should support both of them going forward. But the way boxing is right now, it's so fucked up. Like, and how people talking about it, it's like, damn, you can't even make a pick. You can't say I got Viterbi. Oh man, look at you, man. You all on Teddy Atlas, dude. This is like, man, where have we gotten as fans where we can't just appreciate what the fuck is going on? That these guys, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're in their prime, but this is undefeated versus undefeated, undisputed. They got their own belt. Y'all seen that belt?
Yeah.
Nah,
That shit was hard as shit. I'm like, man, I want one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, just to have it as a silver.
Yeah. I'm not the message turkey,
what
like turkey,
belt
man.
y'all
Listen,
talking
man,
about?
let me get a replica. Let me get some Moist Night replica.
Hold on. What belt y'all talking about?
The undisputed.
Is it a Ring Magazine belt or just like its own type belt?
No, it's like you know, most of the big matches they come up with their own belt. Like when let's just say when Mel came up with the pride, like the Houston belt or whatever, they had that thing and people was bitching. This one got undisputed, but it looked like it's black. It's all black. You know, it's like the hardest belt I ever seen, but that shit just got undisputed and it's all black. I'm like, I want one of them motherfuckers just to hang up, to put behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm at the Google that shit.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man. And Turkey was holding it up, and that's what's on the line. But I'm like, man, don't get divided as far as I like Bivol and I like Viterbi. Just be appreciative that we got the fight and we about to see a motherfucking scrap. And the undercard, even with Shakur being missing, the undercard have enough elements to where it's like, okay, cool. These are the grapes and the cheese and the crackers before the motherfucking filet mignon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I like, you guys heard me say 1,000 times. It's like, listen, I'm not going to get in a debate with anybody about who they pick, because at any 1 minute, you know, opinions could be swayed or changed or whatever. When I look at this fight, I see a straight up 50-50 fight. I got Viterbi winning, but I wouldn't be mad if Bivol won. You feel what I'm saying? Early on, I had Bivol winning. You feel what I'm saying? When the fight was first announced, I was like, I think Bivol might take it. I think he's gonna outbox him. You feel what I'm saying? Learn how to stay away from that power and stuff like that. And I think, you know, Bivol will wind up being able to pull off. If it goes that, I think he's going to wind up pulling off a split decision. That was my early on prediction. Then I started to like really just think about it a little bit more and more, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I think Viterbi still looks mean. He still, I don't know. I'm just gonna
I
go
look at
with
it like this,
Viterbi.
man. I think Beterbiev got a very underrated boxing thing. I mean, he boxed the shit out of fucking Joe Smith, man. Joe Smith tried to come in with that jab. Beterbiev time that shit. Punch right through his combination, caught him. Boom. And he's good. He's good with them overhands too.
Yeah.
That's something people got caught by Joe Smith with an overhand.
Yeah.
I like Beterbiev. He set traps. People don't, because people look at him just like a fucking Ivan Drago type dude and shit. Beterbiev be setting traps, man.
Yeah, and that's what I started. That's what I started noticing, and then my opinion started to change, and then I said, I'm just gonna land the plane right there, because I could keep going back and forth up until fight night.
Yeah, because I like how, matter of fact, Beterbiev set the trap on a lot of fighters. A lot of people never really caught it. He's the type of dude, when he does get on the back foot, he suck you right into the corner just so he could spin off and put a combination on your ass.
Yeah, that's where I appreciate Canelo to a certain degree, because when he goes into that high guard peekaboo style off the back foot, it's the sucker move. It's like, yo, hold on. Y'all could rob me. All I got is this little $20 right here, and then he pull out the little 22 and just spark you, bak bak. You feel what I'm saying? So I just look at guys who could set these type of traps off their back foot as the motherfuckers to really look out for, because once you once the majority of people see a guy backing up, they're like, oh, he's backing up, something must be up. Ain't nothing really up. Watch what he doing. Just watch what he doing. And then once he catch your boy, and then we say, yeah, but he caught your man on the back foot. Why are you saying he can't fight off the back foot? Because I ain't never seen him fight. And you weren't looking at the same fight I was looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, for me, it's like I said, I up until fight night, I could still give solid reasons why I think the other guy's gonna win, and that's just gonna have me constantly flip flopping all the way through the whole thing until the first bell ring and the first punch is thrown, and then I'm still gonna be like, well, I don't even know. I gotta see by the third round. Yeah, I seen the third round, but let's see what happened by the fifth. You feel what I'm saying? So this is
Yeah.
one of those kind of fights for me that it doesn't matter. It's just a great fight, great for boxing. You know, two guys that uh, are definitely high on my list of where I look at skilled fighters. You know what I'm saying? They may not have the most popular name, but that doesn't matter. It's like after this fight, they gonna have the popular name.
Uh, I think it's a fight on the zone.
Yeah, the
Nah,
zone. I seen the zone doing bare
it's
knuckle.
split.
It's a what?
Talking about a fight right now.
Not
Yeah, that shit is like somebody like some prelim shit I was just watching.
Yeah, I think from what I just saw, they recently had weigh-ins for a bare knuckle fight. I'm like, the zone does bare knuckle now?
I mean, they're gonna get some of that money. That's just not going. Is John Paul Rivera versus Andy Beltran, the prelims before the live. Yeah, the prelims on they got them on right now.
Wow,
You don't even know when it's a fight. It's a pretty good damn fight too. It's an 8 round fight.
I
Got
think
nobody got
Austin Trout on there, ain't he?
huh?
I think Austin Trout on that bare knuckle shit.
Yeah,
wow,
he
that's
won a few
crazy.
fights. So Austin Trout was over there in that bare knuckle. He getting busy.
That's what's
Hey
up.
man, you heard from La?
Man, that's why I'm on right now. Man, listen, he's supposed to come up here and say a whole bunch. Let me call this motherfucker, man. Word. 'Cause I was chilling. Let me see. A whole hour ago. Look at this dude. Hold on.
But yeah, I just feeling in why he making that call, man. I seen the show, man, and it's getting kind of crazy, man, because remember when we thought David Benavidez was getting ready to fight David Morrell, and everybody said, "Oh no, that's not gonna happen," and everybody got in front of it and was just like, "Oh man, fuck that fight, this and that." They was all in down. I was like, "Are we?" I question, were we boxing fans trying to get in between that fight? And then it was announced that that's actually happening. Then you hear about Earl coming back against Fondor, and that's actually going to happen. And then you hearing Maul and Andre, and that's a real possibility. And then they just came out and confirmed that on the David Morrell and David Benavidez card that Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Ryo are going to have their rematch. So we got boxing coming. Like boxing is like it's kind of lit. It's just depending on how you're looking at it. Because even on the Tank undercard, even though people they shitting on that fight, they underestimating that fight.
Yeah.
But that undercard gonna be lit.
And that's all I could say. They underestimating the shit of how good that fight gonna be. Lamont Roach is not coming in there to lose or lay down. So, um, I like the way Roach is talking. You you feel what I'm saying? And he's just right now he's just giving me the impression that he's coming in there to fight, not lay down. So yeah, that fight gonna be a lot more interesting than I think people are giving it credit for. But you know, early on, that people always complain about a Tank fight, and then they turn around and order the Tank fight.
But now, like right now, in the climate that we in, like I think that people are really showing their true colors right now, man, because it's some stuff going on, man, as far as boxing, and there's some signal that's being put out to where if we were saying, looking and being who we are, if we were saying and doing some of the things that some of these other boxers are saying and doing, oh man, they'd be up our ass with a flashlight. But they're letting certain people get away with it. And I'm like, man, y'all starting to introduce this shit. Y'all starting to make this shit be more than what it really is, man. And that's not really good for boxing, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
But you can see it. Like it was a whole show today, and it was pretty much about Tim Bradley saying, talking about Tank, but the whole show was but nothing but people calling in just to shit on Tank. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what did y'all expect the man to do? I don't know. So I'm kind of confused at what people want. Like when opportunities aren't available, it's like, and so now they propping up De Los Santos, and I'm like, De Los Santos, like, oh, you getting Shakur? Oh, they wanted you. They would have said, oh, you getting Shakur's leftover work, but the demand to see that fight again, because let's be honest. Like everybody answer this question. Have you seen Shakur versus De Los Santos? We can't knock Shakur for getting the nod, but does that fight warrant a second fight? Did that fight really warrant a second fight? Did we really did we from the first fight? Let me put it like this. Did we gather enough detail from the first fight to say that, okay, absolutely beyond a shadow of a doubt, 10 times out of 10, this guy's going to win this fight? Were we able to do that?
No.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, people will say Frank Martin. If Shakur had fought Frank Martin probably would have got the nod because Shakur's hand, and he would have picked up on it. So why didn't De Los Santos pick up on that hand situation and go after it? So how did that warrant a rematch?
We question De Los Santos, but we don't say that Shakur just made it look like, oh man, if they do it again, it's just gonna be the same thing. We don't know that. Like we don't know that. But for De Los Santos to pop up at a time like now, it goes against all of the reasoning that everybody, when people be saying, oh, I'm legacy, oh, I'm this, I'm like, well, this guy never tasted the title. And so by your own definition, if this dude facing a champion, but when Shakur was getting ready to do it, it wasn't the same. I'm still trying to gather a pulse of where everybody. Yeah, I think people just want to see Tank up against whoever they deem they're the best. And the real frustration is that he's not able to fight those guys. I think that's the real frustration. And a lot of people are like, they're kind of hiding behind some shit when it comes to it. It's like I'm not excited about the Roach fight. But I'm not gonna be out here with a motherfucking bullhorn saying, "Oh man, fuck this." It's like, damn it, I can put my energy elsewhere.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it a bean though.
What?
The Lamont Roach fight does have me excited because, excuse me, here's a situation where you could look at two guys, and there's footage of these guys and how they fought in the amateurs. You feel what I'm saying? I gave Tank the win for the fight that's circling online. Lamont Roach even said, "Yeah, he got me." I thought it was a little questionable. I thought I won the first round, but yeah, he got me. The second time we met, he beat me by 6 points, and he was like, I don't really have a beef with that. Now everybody's professional. Lamont Roach is already admitting to the fact that yeah, he lost to Tank twice in the amateur, so he ain't got no problem with that. You feel what I'm saying? Which tells me that all right, where he's at, he's comfortable with the amount of experience of facing him, the two times he faced him, and maybe what they're seeing, in camp and in training and film studies, that you know he can go out there and put on a really good show for himself. Whereas, even in a losing effort, he might be the guy that exposes a lot of uh, kinks that people say they think they see with Tank, but there's been no one to exploit it. So I'm kind of excited for it. I want to see where the two of them are right now. All right, we saw you in the amateurs. Now we get to see you fight as professionals. So where are you two guys really at right now? So that's the part that gets me a little bit excited for the Roach versus Tank fight. And I don't think I would have been excited if it was a De Los Santos fight. I'd have been like, I don't know about that one. I think he could have probably picked a better opponent.
I think it would have got more spicy, and I still want to see Tank and De Los Santos. I'm just like if it was Tank and De Los Santos, they'd have been saying, oh well, at least man, you did this with Hector. Why you ain't just get Roach? Roach got a belt. Why you ain't go do that? At least
see, yeah, exactly.
So in the hindsight, it's like the situation where I believe Benavidez was at, like David Benavidez. Like if he stayed in that line, he stayed behind Canelo. Oh, man, get a life, man. The dude don't want to fight you. Like go make your own legacy. He go jump over and go do his own thing and move up. Oh man, you should have never got. It's like it's one of those things where in hindsight, people are going to pick the reason as to poke holes. And I think that the fight between Roach is so dangerous.
Yeah.
That if Tank underestimate him, it could be bad because let's say Tank underestimate him, right? Or let's just say Roach drop him or some shit, and we going into the 8th, and Roach was able to do something similar to what Frank Martin did. Tank would be at the mercy of actually having to like put him out cold. And what if Roach is just defensive and clinch enough and make it messy enough to where he can slide out? So Tank can't be but so confident because Lamont can shock the world.
Yeah, Lamont could fuck up the bag. He could fuck up the bag.
I'm not, I don't have it like that, but he could. It's a possibility.
Yeah, and I'm willing as a guy who likes the underdog. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept that fact and land my plane on that fact. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you really look at the whole landscape of Lamont versus Tank, it's a little bit more exciting than what people are trying to downplay it to be. And when I look at most of the people downplaying it, they usually spend a lot of their time talking about their favorite fighter, and that their favorite fighter is definitely not Tank or Lamont Roach, or even within the scope. They may say, "Oh, I'm a fan of these guys," but then you're talking such heavy shit about them like they don't matter.
Let me ask you something. Did you see, because it was brought up that somebody might be on the undercard, like one of them Charlos, like but did y'all see when Jamal said Al was sick?
We gotta make our own fights.
Yeah.
What happened?
Jamal came out and was like, Al's sick, so we gotta get it in. Like,
we gotta make our own fights happen. We gotta make our own fights happen.
Wow, I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what Maul said.
Yeah, he was like, I was sick. I was like, oh,
He was on Instagram Live talking about some anybody know where Boo Boo at? Tell him to get on this live. Let's make this fight happen. Like,
Well,
nigga, we talking
Maul
about
versus Boo Boo is still a good fight. I still want to see that shit.
AC.
Yeah.
People have already beaten to the punch and said, "Oh man, fuck that fight." I said, "Man, what do y'all want,
What
bro?"
the fuck?
They
What?
was already sitting on that fight, bro.
Nah, bro. Then these ain't boxing fans. These are niggas that just want to complain about everything in boxing. Like, bro, how can you not say a Maul versus Andre fight is not going to be a good fight?
because they was trying to compare it. Like instead of just being like it's a good fight on the undercard, like they was like acting like who want to see that? That ain't a pay per view fight. What you gonna put it on? This, that, and the third. I was just like, man, just shut up, shut the fuck up, man. Now talking about y'all want to see Maul fight again. Who the fuck you want to see him fight? We don't even know. We don't even know what weight class it's gonna be at.
Exactly.
Catch weight 168.
Exactly. Because
We don't even know.
at the end of the day, you know, how many how many opponents can Maul come back and face without putting himself in danger of being knocked the fuck out?
See if his ass can make 160. If he can't get the Boo Boo Andre fight, well, I mean, I don't even know who the fuck Boo Boo was signed to. Like he's still with PBC. That shit shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it shouldn't be that hard to make. Like, so you should know somebody who can get in contact with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Or are you just screaming his name out knowing that he got something in the works already? Because you don't want to fight who they got for you.
I think he probably did it in a roundabout way to make somebody know because the sensational is, you know, somebody gonna be like, "Hey man, hey Boo Boo, man, Charlo online, he calling you out, man. See what he talking about, man." That's the era we in, man. They would rather do that when they got, you know. Listen, if Boo Boo got in there with Benavidez, y'all already know the number, man. The contact information is there.
Easy.
Straight up. Like you don't gotta do that. But in this era, that's the way, that's how they believe it is to actually make the fight, man. That's why this weekend we gotta appreciate this fight because the magnitude of this fight, these motherfuckers wasn't going back and forth and saying all this crazy shit and all this and this and that. They gonna get in there and motherfucking go to war and everybody gonna love it, and light heavyweight supremacy is gonna be established. But they didn't negotiate in the media. Another recent example, when Gustavo Lemos went across the street and signed with Top Rank, him and Keyshawn, they didn't negotiate in the media. Like all that drama shit that people be wanting, that like when we actually get the fights, that shit don't gotta take place. Now once it's signed and y'all going in, then build it up. But all that bullshit, when people start, that's why I get turned off when people start talking about numbers before some shit happen, because the best fights, they get announced and then you find out the details later. It don't be, oh man, I sent this motherfucker I offered him 2.5 and then his manager said I left a voicemail too late and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we don't hear about it. We didn't hear about Limos, and like not that Limos is the most social media, but we didn't hear about it. It was like he walked across the street. That's the, you know, boom, he getting ready to fight Keyshawn. Now they can talk their shit going into the fight, but that's the way the business part goes. So I be thinking when you don't hear nothing and it's like that behind the scenes, okay, cool. We actually really gonna get it. When people be online woofing, every shit be turning me off because I'm like, yeah, you going down the approach to where you don't really want the fight. You trying to make it seem like you want it, but you don't.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, bro, it's always been said when you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, that's when you're gonna get some of the best fights. So Keyshawn versus Gustavo Lemos. Good fight. Hell of a good fight. You know,
Headlining that card too.
exactly. And, you know, uh, this Ben Whitaker versus the guy he's fighting is going to be a really good fight. You know, I'm excited to see Eubanks Jr. again because people were talking about Eubanks Jr. and what's he gonna do next and shit like that. Okay, we find out what he's gonna do next, and guess what? He pops up on the Riyadh card for one of the biggest relevant fights, of 2024. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I'd like when the fight is just announced and it's pretty much a done deal, and you know what I'm saying. Everything wasn't taken to the internet and oh well, who's the A side? How can he ask for this much money when he not the A side? And you know, his promoter said this, and they said that they did this and that, and when they just stink up the whole negotiations with too much internet chatter. That's when it's like I don't think y'all niggas really want to fight, bro. Because otherwise, people like myself should not know as much as I know about your fight that's not happening yet.
But
Like that's a problem to me.
Did you look at Conor Ben?
Yeah.
See me, I was a big he one of my intros. I don't play that intro no more after the egg situation. I don't play that intro no more. But I used to be big on Conor Ben, man.
Same here.
And when I look at him now, man, I was sitting down there looking at him. I know he was sitting next to Eddie, and Eddie is a big dude, but he ain't muscular, vascular. But I was looking at Conor Ben, and I'm like, man, I hope it's not just my mind, but like his body don't look the same, bro.
Nah, he looks small.
Like his muscle mass, all of that shit is gone.
It's gone. Bro. Yeah, that's what I would notice, and I was like, wait a minute. You up next to Eubanks, you used to look bigger than Chris Eubanks. Like, how is Eubanks looking so much bigger than you now, bro? What happened to you? And that was at 47. You was looking big as hell like that.
That's because Eubanks was already naturally bigger, and I remember his father didn't want him to cut weight like that for that fight because he was at 68, and they wanted him to. I think the fight was supposed to be at like 157 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and he was already like, man, shit, you 60 is your limit.
But yeah, because if you look at him now, what else would he cut?
Yo, he don't look the same. Like all I'm saying is Conor Ben doesn't look the same. Like even his neck and the way his neck used to go up into the lower part of his head. You feel
like y'all remember that movie, The Program?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, man, with the skull mask, like the lineman, you know what I'm saying? When he finally got clean, he couldn't make the hit, man. He couldn't toe the line no more, man. That's what I keep thinking every time I see Conor Ben, man.
Yeah.
I be hoping that okay, cool. Well, you done train, you gonna get it up. But when I look at his physique naturally, the dude don't look the same, bro.
Yeah, like looking at him now, I would be like, Boots will beat the shit out you, bro. You fight Boots right now, because Boots look healthy. There's something about you that's not looking 100% healthy right now. Like by the time Boots rehydrate and all of that, if he ain't got no weight limiting, he gonna beat the shit out you, bro. You don't look like you could fight 8 rounds.
Man, you go back. Look, all you gotta do is do it. I'm probably gonna do it and put it in the community tab. All you gotta do, but I don't want to further, because if Conor Ben served this shit, I ain't just gonna be ragging on him. But I would love to do a side by side when you see him going into the Algieri fight, and then when you see him sitting on that chair with Eddie, you will see a clear difference, bro.
Yeah, I was just looking at when him and like I didn't see that part. I saw when him and Eubanks stood in the face off. First, I was a little shocked. I was like, "Oh shit, you shorter than Eubanks? So you must be a short little nigga. What are you?
He always
5'8", 5'7", 5'8". You know, for some reason, I thought Conor Ben was like 5'10", maybe 5'11". You know, but
hey,
nah, Conor Ben like 5'7". He like 5'8", 5'9". He not tall like that.
Yeah, he not like tank height, but he not like taller. I
No,
probably
I was just shocked that he looked that short, and I was like, oh
but
shit.
Eubanks is kind of lanky. Like Eubanks is kind of tall. Eubanks got to be like 6 feet.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like 6 feet. Yeah, he's a bigger
Yeah,
guy. 5'10", like five. He between 5'10", 6 feet. He's a bigger guy. Like that's why like his dad didn't like to fight.
I didn't like the fight.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit made like so now that he gonna probably do it, he just gonna do it to whip his ass.
yeah,
I said do it when y'all go exhibition and y'all can get a bag when y'all retire just to put up for rainy day. But like y'all not same weight division fighters. Like in I can't say that Conor Ben has pound for pound talent to be able to move up and make it real. I don't really see it being. I mean, it'd be competitive, but like not if Conor ain't the same Conor like he was when he was on this Al Jury mode. Like when he won me over up until and up and through the Al Jury shit. Like when he won me up and through then, I'm like, okay, cool. He a force. Like I want to see him against AB. I want to see him against Boots. After that shit happened and he ain't look the same. Cause think about Pete Dobb. Look at the fight between Pete Dobb and they say don't do triangle theory, but we always do it. It's a comparison. Pete Dobb and Conor Ben, and then Pete Dobb with Jaleel Hackett. And if Conor Ben, the old Conor Ben would have knocked that motherfucking Pete Dobb out, man.
yeah,
He would
all
have took
day.
him out by about the 5th round. He would have been out of there.
Yeah. Like the old Conor Ben used to just throw with conviction, like he trying to take your entire head off your shoulders. Like I don't want to punch you in the face. I want your head to fall off when I punch you. So I don't know. I just really want to see him fight. Just to say, all right, you proven me wrong. You proved me wrong. I read something that I shouldn't have read, or just I misseen the whole entire situation. But yeah, kind of just looks a little bit different, and it's just saying, okay, what's gonna happen when when you fight? That's what I want to see. What kind of Ben is gonna show up? Is it gonna be a old kind of Ben? Is it gonna be a Conor Ben 2.0 that's smaller, more agile, and still has the same crack? You feel what I'm saying when he throw those punches, or is there now we've actually seen the max, we've seen your ceiling when it comes to you putting on weight, and maybe 57 is a bit much for you. 54 is where you should, if you're gonna go up and try to land your plane there, you're a true 147 pounder and a true 154 pounder.
This will tell me everything. How do you see Conor Ben versus a Brian Norman, a Stadianis, or a Boots, or how do you see him against a Virgil Ortiz or a Boychuk? Like, how do you see them against any of them guys
I
at this
can't
point?
Honestly, I can't answer that question until I see him fight, because the way he looked concerned me. I want to see you fight somebody and then go on to get one of those names.
Like, you know what I would like to see? I'd like to see, like, right about now, this the fight that would make perfect sense for me. I would like to see Conor Ben against a Speedy Rashidi.
Oh hell yeah!
A Conor Ben versus a Speedy Rashidi, because we don't know where Conor is. We
I
pulling for
don't.
Speedy, but the inactivity, and then not knowing exactly where they at. They could have whatever weight they want between 47 and 54. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they want to be okay, I'm 47 or 54. Either way, if they did it
Okay.
like that, I think that fight would make a lot of sense. We would really
Just
see
yeah.
where are these two guys right now.
Now this is where based on the way I seen him, the way he looked, I would like to see him. You feel what I'm saying, against a Karen
And
Kukachin.
Conor Ben can beat Brian. He can beat Brian Norman.
Now you got to see the
You
way
think Conor
he
Ben
kind
could
of
beat
looks.
Brian Norman?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you
I
got
think
to
he
see the way
can
he
box
looks. It's a little bit weird, bro. It's just a little bit weird. Like
I
to me, him fighting a Karen Kukachin or somebody like that, along with the name you just said, a Rashidi Ellis, guys that are even a Roman Villa. Let me see Conor Ben versus Roman Villa.
Roman
Um,
Villa might be done, bro.
yeah, yeah,
They,
yeah, he might
you
be.
know what I'm saying?
After
I
his
think
last
I
after
think
his
his
last fight,
yeah, man, his yeah,
after
he
his last
looking
fight,
good
I
until
completely forgot about his
he
last fight.
start reminiscing.
Yeah, I completely forgot about his last fight.
You gotta
So
make Roman. Once you make Roman Villa remember the time, and then
yeah,
like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's night night. Yeah, let's
for
go night
real.
night.
That's when you bring back one of those '70s songs, memories of days that go by, and then you just see all of these slow fading in and out pictures of Roman Villa. But yeah, I completely forgot about that last fight. Yeah, either him versus a Karen Kukachin or somebody like that to really let me see if you still throwing your punches with the same conviction. How you gonna look fight night and weigh-ins and shit like that.
Bro,
You
bro,
feel
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think Karan would put on a boxing masterclass clinic on Conor Ben, bro. Because what made Conor Ben, what made him different was he's not a technical boxer, but he's aggressive with pressure, and he changes levels. And you know, you can't just walk, you're not gonna be able to take a couple of them. You let him get his engine going, and it's a wrap if you let him land. Like that's what he was. He's gonna come downhill on you, hit you with a lot of punches, upstairs, downstairs, move around, you know. But a technical boxer, oh my goodness. Like somebody like Karan, man,
With the
Karan
footwork,
will make
I'm
you
just
look
talking about
like
how do you.
foolish, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about how do you handle that man's angles. Oh my God, I wish he could come back, bro. I still wish he was
Yo,
still a play in the game with Cody Crowley because I really like the way he boxed, bro. I ain't even gonna lie
yo,
to
I'm back. Yo, I'm put it like this, man. I was never high on Conor Ben.
you. Okay,
Never high on that dude, bro. I think a little overhyped to me, man. I think, he getting the buzz because his pops. And I think Eddie knows that. That's why he ain't matching him up with somebody that he know could whip his ass and shit. Using him as like a marketing tool. He ain't wanna put him in there with somebody like Jerron. Even before he got pot. Even though Conor Ben was the one calling out Jerron Ennis, Eddie Hearn don't want to put Conor Ben in there with him because he already know the kid ain't ready yet.
What what real quick, what you was were you entertaining the tank shit? Would you have liked to see that?
Tank and Conor Ben.
Yeah.
I think when Tank wanted to fight him, I think because Tank already knows Conor Ben got a lot of holes in his game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of big fights they'll fight Conor Ben for the marketing purpose because he brings a UK fan base,
Mm-hmm.
but he just to me and my I don't know about everybody else, but to me Conor Ben is just he's not on that level.
no, not yet. He's still like that's why we talking like a Karen Kukachin could beat him, but it's still to me it has still been a good fight. To me,
See,
I think Cody Crowley beats him.
in my opinion, the only thing, see, the thing that really pushed me over the edge was like, okay, I saw that he wasn't that technical. Like
Oh,
I
he's a
like
dog.
technical boxing. I saw that early, and I said, okay, well, shit. Sometimes if you ain't that it's almost kind of like Earl. Earl, you could say he was, but like at the same time, it's like he ain't the most technical, but it's that pressure that he put on, and whether or not you're gonna be willing to exchange with this motherfucker. If you're willing to exchange with him, then you playing his game. But a surgeon, somebody that's technical, could pick them apart. Reason why Connor was growing on me up until that point was like, okay, cool. Well, he got that kind of style to where he know he ain't gonna be able to get in here and dance around. He gonna impose his will and then try to
Yeah.
put the person's lights out. So that's the only thing that had me rising when I seen that shit happen with Chris Algieri. Not even really thinking in my mind like, damn, this man might really be on it. You know what I'm saying? Like not thinking that at that time. But when it came out, I said, oh, it kind of makes sense now. So now when I see his body and I seen the fight when he first came back and he couldn't get Buddy out of there. Then I seen that fight with Pete Dobb, because Pete Dobb, man, he might have the best job in the world, man, but it's like man, Tank would knock his ass straight. I see a couple people knocking Pete Dobb straight the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for real. And then when I seen Conor Ben, he couldn't do it, and he was served up. Like, that was take home. That was special order delivery. We bringing it right to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Clean the plate. Like, that's what that was. And Conor didn't do it. I said, oh, it might be some truth to that shit. He was on that shit. That's the only thing that made me even look at Conor Ben in a kind of way like, okay, cool, that'll be his shot. Like, these other guys, they might be more technical, but he's gonna impose his will, and if he catch you right and then bombard you, he could be a problem. That's how I would look at him. Now he don't have that power. I don't look at him the same.
Yeah, for me it was him and Errol is a good comparison, but I would say like Errol within his first 10 fights is where Conor Ben is right now, because one of the things I've always loved about Errol Spence was his pressure and his ability to have that active jab that he's not intending to sting you with it or anything. He just uses it to close the distance.
Because I don't want nobody to run with this. I am not comparing Errol Spence.
No, I know. Yeah.
You know, let me put that out there. By no means, like, Errol Spence has a fucking boxing IQ. Like, Errol Spence has an IQ. It's whether or not people let him impose it. So just let me clarify this, but not with that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
But go ahead.
It's a good comparison, but for me, Conor Ben looks like where he's at right now. He looks like Errol Spence within his first 10 professional fights. Like you still trying to figure a lot of shit out, but there's a hell of a lot of potential right there. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, I think you're under the pressure for Conor Ben. I think where he is a weird place. You have the talent, you have the ability, but you want to hurry up and show everybody that, you know, I can break out from my dad's legacy. Yes, I'm the son of Nigel Benn, but I fight the way I fight. And I think where he's at right now, he's just trying to show everybody I'm Nigel Benn's son, but I'm different than my dad. And it's like, okay, if you can, my suggestion, rock with that while you're learning. Everyone will accept it. But when you're trying to impose something on us that doesn't seem genuine, in the fact that you're this thing that you may not be. Yeah, your dad could crack a motherfucker and knock him stupid. You feel what I'm saying? If that's not you and you don't have that type of power, then show everybody, yeah, my dad was the power guy to a certain degree, but I'm the boxer. I'm the pure boxer. And this is what I could do. And if I need to crack, I can crack. And I think if he went that route, then people would accept him a little bit more, because when you look at his style again, it is a fan-friendly style. You know Conor Ben is going to bring something different, and he's not going to give you a long, boring fight.
You know like who got their who got their copy, man? Who got their copy?
Look! You know when he got one. He got the Tyson. Blue Hustle when he got the Tyson
for Xbox, it's the Tyson Fury one.
Oh, okay. See, look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. That's the deluxe edition. The deluxe WBC edition. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
I'm watching. I'm listening, but I'm watching the best knockouts from the zone. Yo, what the fuck was Anthony Joshua thinking when he got motherfucker threw that damn weak ass uppercut and got hit so hard his leg went stiff? Like, goddamn.
That nigga got greedy, man. That's why you heard that question. You heard that question I asked Blair. You remember that question I asked Blair?
Yeah, like what do you like?
What's the
What do
first
you?
thing you would I said, well, I was trying to be politically correct because I'm like, motherfucker, I was like, man, they probably think, oh man, I can't say too much because this is my strategy. Blair just don't give a fuck. That's why I said, what are most boxers taught? Because I'm like, I ain't asking you, Blair, but understand what I'm asking you. And he said, man, he said, what we do is, he said, we move in. He said we change levels and we got to be technically enough to where they can't really predict the first one to where you land the second one. And he said like a fake the head, go to the body. And I was like, okay, cool. You see what I'm saying? When you first get a boxer hurt, that's where people make mistakes. That's what AJ did, man. That man got that man hurt. He could have came all the way back if he just had. If he would have been fucking around with somebody like Bud when it come down to closing, he wouldn't have made that mistake. If he would have been fucking with Tank when he get you hurt, he wouldn't have made that mistake. Bam. Anyway, he wouldn't have made that mistake. You see what I'm saying?
I think Joshua's biggest problem, he keep his chin up in the air and shit. That's the main problem, man. When you keep your chin up in the air, it's easy to get clocked.
But the way when he caught the dude, right? Let's just say he do keep his chin up in the air. It's the way you go through the front door. Like, even if your chin up in the air, when you go through the front door, man, you gotta occupy this nigga with something like, oh shit, I can't just let him just push this ramrod down my throat. So I gotta defend that, and then boom, your next shot should have been this. This man just ran right in and was just like book up. Like, and that's the first step. It's like you gotta negotiate your way in. He already hurt. Like he already damaged goods. It's like, damn, your adrenaline you just got a shot of adrenaline. That nigga went in there and just was like, oh shit. They free donuts, you know.
Hey, yo, but Wilder too, nigga, how hard you gotta get hit in the nose that you start looking at the ref like, hey, do something about that?
Yeah, like he went around like, man, did you just see this motherfucker hit me? The ref was like, man, nigga, like he hit you, nigga. Like, guard, protect yourself at all times. And
It's like, no, he
Jang was
hit
like,
you.
bang, bang. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is called boxing. He's supposed to hit you. Fight, nigga.
I felt like Deontay Wilder was in the ring. He felt like Kevin Hart daddy. They not jumping me. They not.
That nigga was like, no, that nigga turned around like, there you go with that stick shit. I told you I got that shit mastered. The nigga Jang was like, no, you don't, nigga. Is
For real.
Yeah.
but look, think about when Tank caught Frank. Tank caught Frank, and it wasn't. And when you go back and you look at it and you slow it down, he caught him. The dude was already out. Like when he went back, when he went back up on him and finished him off, he could have been even more violent with it. But he walked down on it. Once he got him hurt, like he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get somebody hurt, it's a protocol. Like, man, because you could be winning and look at what happened.
This shit I'm watching, I keep rewinding this shit. The nigga Wilder went to throw the right hand, and he caught him with a counter right hand right on the nose, knocks some sweat off his head. That motherfucker turned around and said, hey, man, what the hell? They not jumping me? They not jumping me. It's not two of these motherfuckers. You ain't gonna. He looked like ref. He ain't think about it.
That nigga said, he turned around and said, so you just ain't gonna do your job?
Yo,
The ref
shit
was like,
is
what
funny.
the fuck are you talking about? Nigga?
The ref,
He hit
the
you,
ref,
man.
the ref looked like he shrugged his shoulders like,
what you want me to do, motherfucker?
Yo, that's exactly what he did. The ref put his hand on like, what the fuck you want me to do?
He put hands and feet on you, nigga. Like shit.
Yo, he said, hey, yo, that shit remind me of fucking Rush Hour. Like, which one of you hit me?
Which one of y'all kicked me? Yo, he hit him so hard, he made him think he was back in the hood getting jumped.
Hey,
That reminds me of Zab Judah, though.
Hey, Bo, remember when that shit happened, where were they at? In China. So at the end of the day, it was the Chinese motherfucker that kicked them.
I mean, it was Riyadh season.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, he hit them look, and then what made it look so bad, Wilder got them little them little scrawny ass legs. He
No, bro. No. It was the funniest part is when they go back because the little videos, them little clips, they be killing it when they go back and show that nigga doing a stick and he was, you know what I'm saying? They show him doing a stick and when that thing happened, he did that spin around move, man. They do that double back, man. That shit had my stomach hurt. I'm like, man, respectfully, I can't watch this shit.
no, like what is he doing? Like, bro, you should have been retired. You getting hit like that. Oh, what, ref? You just ain't gonna let it. They just, motherfucker just laying there. You know what I'm saying? Go like you, nigga. You got the best interests in the world, but pow, right on that nose, it made your eyes water. You ain't even know where you was at no more. You looking like, hey, ref, man, what's going on here?
Bro, this is what I'm be trying to tell. Like, AC, man. But you know we bros. This is what I'm trying to tell the gang to stop doing this shit with Devin, man, because the shit they were saying about what Wilder was going to do going into the Yang fight, I said, these motherfuckers don't love you, dog. They not keeping it real, dog. Like, you dealing with some real power, dog. Like, this dude ain't scared. Like, they see food, bro. Like, they sent him in there unarmed. Like, and that's what I keep trying to reiterate home with the Devin situation. It's like, man, look, man. We know Ryan, he deserved what he got because he got caught by the rules. Okay, cool. I'm not a defense for him, but that's not what beat you, cuz like, and it wasn't just the left hook. That's my whole thing. It just wasn't a left hook, it was the right hand too. That's the main thing. Nobody's still not talking about that. I said, so listen, man, the people that's around you that's telling you to go back up in this thing the way you are and the way you're approaching it, even if you do the rematch, bro, it might get worse because they're not telling you what you need to hear. That's what was going on with Wilder going into that Yang fight. You know how many people was out here talking about, oh man, listen. I'm like, man, do y'all know who Yang is, man?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. The niggas wouldn't put my question on. They wouldn't ask my question when I was on in the chats of certain times where Wilder was on dudes jump offs, and they was like, write your question in the chat. So my question was never asked. I kept on asking, does what have you been working on defending yourself against a taller fighter when he tries to wrap you up? And have you corrected the fact that every time the punch is thrown, you have a tendency to lean to one side, to whereas you're always going to be hit like right in the ear or just slightly behind the ear to where it's not illegal. You can complain to the ref and say he hit me in the back of the head, but the way you keep leaning and turning your head, you're always going to be hit in that spot. And Tyson Fury has accuracy. So I was asking these type of questions. Dudes wouldn't post a question. When I look at Devin Haney's situation, it's like, okay, you and Wilder are in the same exact boat right now. Or when Wilder was in that boat. Now you bought that boat off of Wilder, and you think, just because you bought it off of Wilder, that doesn't mean the same rules are not going to apply to you. And that means is this: don't put people around you that's not going to tell you exactly how you lost, your flaws. You got to work on them things. They could try to tell you, yeah, this is, if you would have, just threw an extra right hand, or you learn how to, hold one hand to a guy that has a high guard and then punch him low. That does not solve the issues of why Tyson Fury kicked your ass. In all of those videos, yeah, you look good, but those videos are not telling us what you needed to correct if you were going to actually beat Tyson Fury. You can rely on your power, but here's the thing. Here's a guy that you just can't knock out. You hit him with your best shots. and it never finished the dude. So at the end of the day, bro, listen, Dev, you're not a knockout artist. If no one's telling you you're not a knockout artist, they're lying to you. If anyone's telling you you are, they're lying to you. YouTube niggas can't fudge the numbers and say some crazy shit that says Devin Haney's a knockout artist. I won't ever believe it. And I'm gonna look at you like you crazy as hell if you're gonna tell me this kid is a knockout artist. So at the end of the day, if you don't correct the things that you know were exploited in that fight that you still haven't corrected from the time I saw you in that little clip of you sparring, the Floyd Mayweather style doesn't work for you. Not against someone who's your size and is actually faster than you. You rematch Ryan Garcia if you haven't corrected if you haven't corrected what you need to correct, then you're gonna get your ass whipped again.
That's all I.
It's just that simple. And if other Devin Haney fans just don't see it that way, then I don't know what you're a fan of, because
It's
to
hard.
be a fan of the guy, you have to have concern when you see that there's things that he's doing that's not going to allow him to move forward in boxing. Like if you're doing these things and it looked like it's going to put your career or your ability to negotiate with people and land fights, if you're doing things to fuck that up, if I'm a fan, I should be able to tell to voice that concern. I'm not going to be a fanatic. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just
And
going to
you
be a
can't
fan of
you
yours.
and you can't go from trying to make yourself be vulnerable and put that kind of energy like to where I'm damaged, I'm this, I'm that, and you're playing that role in court, and then you're gonna flip a switch and then be something else in the ring. And we haven't even got to the technical shit. Let's just say this motherfucker had cotton candy in his system. What was going on with the straight right hand? How did the left hook surprise you, my nigga? Like you got out in the post fight interview, you said, "Yeah, it surprised me." Sherlock, like Einstein, how did the left look like? Was okay. No
There
further
was
questions, Your Honor.
there was dudes that called out 24 hours before the fight happened. They called out exactly how you were going to lose the fight. I was there. And the dude called it out to the T. He said, listen, Devin Haney's biggest problem is he has no defense for the left hook. He leaves himself constantly open for the left hook. And what is Ryan Garcia's best punch? His left hook. So watch how this left hook is going to hit him accurately and often that Devin Haney is just not going to have an answer for Ryan Garcia's left hook. And lo and behold, I'm in the chat like, dude, he's the how's you saying that because he's the favorite to win and Vegas odds and you feel me? That's me all in the chats and everything, cap locking the shit out of everything. Like this dude is tripping, yo. Why? How is this? How is? If that's the case, why wouldn't Bernard? Why wouldn't Roy Jones and all of these other fighters give their prediction to say Ryan Garcia was going to win? That's the questions I'm asking. You feel what I'm saying? To the point I'm brought up on the panel, and the dude is just like, listen, you don't have to agree. That's just what I see. This is what I do. I break down fights, and just because the machine wants Devin to win, that's not what's going to happen. Ryan Garcia's left hook is going to be the determining factor in that fight. And I'm like, bro, you tripping. How can you definitively say that? He said, because I watched Devin Haney. And I know every time he was clipped or caught with something solid, it was always a left hook. He has no defense for that. He doesn't work on defense for that. And watch how it shows his face with Ryan Garcia. I was like, all
I,
right,
to
bro.
be to be honest, I thought if he'd have fought this fight, he'd have won the fight. I thought he went in there, try to one up Tank. You know what I'm saying? And got caught up in the Fort Ryan Garcia fight. Now, despite the knockdowns, he was knocking Devin Haney down. That fight to me was close because outside of the knockdowns, Ryan Garcia didn't really do much of anything. You know, like the knockdown rounds that he got was the rounds he definitely won. But if you look at all these other rounds, Devin Haney was coming on him. But the thing with Devin Haney, he's sitting up here, like I said before, was trying to be somebody that he's not. Like forget trying to be Floyd, forget trying to be Canelo, because he was hitting Ryan Garcia with these look like almost like kidney type shots that Canelo like to do. He like to hit somebody in the kidneys and shit, them illegal ass blows. Like where Canelo did that shit to Caleb Plant, and the referee was allowed him to get away with that shit.
Yeah, yep.
And Devin Haney was doing that shit with Ryan Garcia, the referee, and say nothing, but Devin Haney ain't got that type of power either. So when Ryan Garcia turned around, then he caught his ass. But that's Devin Haney. He's trying to be somebody he's not, man.
And that was I have no listen as a fan of Devin Haney and Bold. You see me, go hard with mad people on the panel and everything. You just have to realize certain situations. And for me, it didn't change my opinion of Vernon Forrest. It didn't change my opinion of Mayorga. It did not change my opinion of Shane Mosley. I still were fans of all of these guys when it just showed clearly fight 2 fights back to back. You can't beat him, and he can't beat you.
But let me interject this though, because I want to speak to something Bo said. Hey Bo, I had Devin winning round 2 through 6. I said that okay, you got your bell rung, you gathered yourself, and then I had him winning 2 through 6. Something happened to where I don't know if it was stamina, I don't know what happened, but I had him for 2 through 6. So I can't say that you couldn't have won that fight, because if you would have just stuck to that and your stamina is what it is and all of this and this and that, you could have skated with that, like, because that's the kind of boxer you are. You had a flawed game plan going in. You got your bell rung, you gathered yourself. I gave him 2 through 6 strong, and after that, it was dumbbell city. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went down in my opinion. But the way I look at it is like the most damning thing about this is that Harvey Dawk might be Ryan's best witness, because if it wasn't for Harvey Dawk, bro, if you talking about knockdowns, because the fight was close, me giving him 2 through 6, and then if Devin would have kept doing what he was doing, and then you take away the knockdowns, Devin could have won the fight. That's what I believe. If he would have just been strong to be able to finish it all the way out and do what he was doing, he could have. But Harvey Dawk, man, all that shit Harvey was doing, like the dude was protecting the dude, man. Like he didn't count so many knockdowns. Like, the fight would have been over. Like it would have been worse for Ryan in the lawsuit if Harvey Dawk wouldn't have did what he did. The lawsuit would look worse, because it'll look like Osterling made Devin look like Punani. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but for me, it was the night of the fight, and I'm just going by what I saw that night. I'm gonna X out everything that happened after that, right? The night of the fight, I was yelling at my screen like, "Ref, don't do that, don't rob this nigga that victory." 7th round, the fight should have been stopped. It seemed as though you didn't wanna count knockdowns, and you just stepped in when I didn't see a reason for you to break them up when Ryan was putting pause on Dev. I was like, oh, it looked like it's over now. It looked like it's over now. It don't look like Dev gonna get out of this. He's already shaking. Ryan is closing in on him, putting pause on him. Then the ref stepping in. I'm like, ref, what are you doing? No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. This is some bullshit. That's what I exactly said. I was like, wow.
Yeah, wow. I ain't gonna lie, man. When he got knocked down the first time and the way he was getting up, like he was doing a downward dog or some shit. I was
Mhm.
like, I thought it was over. I thought it was over from there, bro.
Ah! That nigga was like, nigga couldn't get up.
Yeah. I was like, damn, he's. But then when he was getting knocked down afterwards, he was getting up a little faster. I was like, damn. So he knocked the screws loose, and it almost looked like he knocked the screws back in.
That's what. Yeah, he was just doing him dirty. All he wanted to with him.
Putting
Like
him
you
to
ain't.
sleep and waking him back up. You know what I'm saying?
That's like knocking a nigga out and then having cold
Yeah, I
water
was.
to
Cause
wake
that
him.
do happen though. A nigga get slapped and then a nigga hit a nigga with an up and he be like, oh shit, damn, this nigga like he tried to do me and then they get something else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Nah, but at the end of the day, I gave Ryan all of his props and shit like that. Like, yo, you beat the shit out of this dude. In my opinion, I gave him rounds 2 through 6 as well, and I gave him part of the seventh because in the beginning of the seventh, it looked like you were still prepared to to do what you was doing from the second round on and shit like that. After you cracked Ryan, Ryan backs up and then you know he said, "Okay, you caught me with that one, but this is the one you can't block all night long." And it was douche caught him. Dev went down. Dev got hurt, and then he went down again.
He
And
was
I was
doing
just
else
like,
to set it up. He just left hand.
yeah, yeah. He didn't even.
saying?
That's the part that tricked me out because like from the seventh round on, I was like, Dev, what the fuck are you doing? You get up, he he brushes himself off, goes into a soft ass high guard and walks straight line, straighter than 6 o'clock. Walks a straight line right back at Ryan Garcia to get hit with the same punch. I'm like, bro, where's your footwork? Why aren't you giving us lateral movement? Why are you walking straight back into this dude? Like I was just shocked, and after a while, I honestly, while the fight was going on, I started rooting for Ryan. By the time the end of the eighth was done and shit like that, I was like, Ryan gonna stop this dude.
Man, I was on a Devin Haney pro channel. As soon as the fight was over, that nigga was like, "All right, I'm out of here." He, he barely got a chance to even hit the exit button on the damn shit. That nigga, I was like, "Damn." Like, yo, I was watching the shit and he dropped Ryan. I saw it. I said, "Damn." I said, "Damn, Ryan done dropped Devin." That nigga said, "Man, he done dropped Devin out here. God damn." And then that shit came. He said he done dropped Devin again. He said, "Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Oh man, look, Devin, get out of the way." Damn, when he called him in the corner, he said, "Devin, get out of the way." I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then when he was like, man, I was like, man, you know, Devin lost his damn fight. He was like, Devin might get it. He might get it. They said, Ryan. They said, King Ryan. He was like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't. I told Blue when Blue was there. I was like, listen, if they would have gave Devin that fight after all of those knockdowns and shit like that, I was like, that would only be saying that the judges saw what any round that didn't have a knockdown in it, Ryan won. And I was like, I did not see that fight. So if they would have did that, I'd have been on everybody's channel saying, yeah, Ryan got robbed. Ryan got robbed in that one. I can't see. I did not see Devin Haney, uh, win enough rounds to even out the knockdowns. You feel what I'm saying? Because at any point, according to the rules, the ref could have stopped the fight.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Devin Haney definitely won a lot of rounds. It's just that the motherfucker got knocked down so many goddamn times.
Yeah, like he literally made those where it would have been a 10-8 round. It was
Yeah.
like you were making it like a 10-7, 10-6 round.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, bro, just after you get knocked down, you just got the fuck back up and walk straight back in the run to only get hurt again and shit like that. After a while, I just stopped counting. At times I probably my memory probably tells me, you know, he got knocked down more than I saw because how many times he did get knocked down. So I was like, I don't.
Yo, you know the shit was crazy too when he got knocked down the first time, right? So before he got knocked down, they went into Bill to Devin Haney's corner talking to Bill, and he was like talking. It seemed like he was about to talk his shit, and then Devin Haney got dropped, and he just like stopped talking. He was like, "Oh shit!" And then
Yeah,
he started stuttering and shit.
ain't not much to say when your son's sitting on his nigga on his stomach trying to get up. They get a fucking yoga position in a in a fight, nigga. That's not where you're supposed to be at. Then the ref not even counting. Like nigga, that count was over if you saw the ref on the other side. This nigga just stay in the studio.
But
Shit,
at the
I ain't
end of
gonna
the day,
lie, man. I made a lot of money on that fight too, man. A lot of money.
Man, Harvey
And
Doc messed me up, man. Jeez, man. I would have got paid, man, if Ryan would have stopped that dude, bro.
yeah, I bet a lot of parlays. I bet for both fighters. I ain't gonna lie. I bet on both fighters, parlays and shit. But them knockdowns, how many knockdowns? Oh my god, that shit got me paid. When it was like the over 3 knockdowns, yeah, I got paid off of that shit.
My shit tomorrow based on knockdowns, man. I mean, cause it ain't. I didn't see no real way to make no bread tomorrow, man.
Cause it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. They didn't. They put out some funky shit. I ain't never seen nothing to where I don't even see, and it just with FanDuel. I don't even see no straight up odds. It's like it's all crazy shit. It's like for Bill to win in the 6th and get dropped in the 5th. Like it's all these little. I'm like
Oh
it
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
no straight up like it ain't no straight up bets right now. Like last time I checked. So I bet some stuff, and it includes knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? I got my thing is this. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna tell y'all what I bet. I bet for both fighters to be knocked down, and for Bill to win.
Oh
wow.
yeah. I be making bets like those
So I
parlays
mean,
too.
I just put a little 15 on it. That's gonna give me back 300. Now I bet the odds. Bivol is my guy, but if Beterbiev catch this nigga in the 5th and knock him out, like I'm not like you think I'm not coming out on Sunday talking my shit. I still am. That's just what I put down on some bread, but because the odds was funky. I ain't seen no shit like this, and it's been a minute. I looked, I'm like, hold on, man, where are the regular odds? They ain't have no regular odds. It was all
Yeah,
some funny shit.
I ain't even know how to bet on this fight, and I'd be honestly, I'd have been too scared because I'm all over the place with this fight. Like I said, and early on I had Bivol, then I switched to Beterbiev. Now you feel what I'm saying? I'm just like fuck it. I don't even care who wins. I ain't got no.
Yeah,
I had to
like
remove myself. Like I don't even care. But I'm just if you put a gun to my head, Beterbiev.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I always bet the odds and the percentages. That's how I always bet. Like
Mm-hmm.
even like when Crawford fought, right? Crawford, my favorite fighter. Did I bet against him against Madrimo? Hell fucking yes. Shit, just in case. That motherfucker he did something to Crawford, I would have got paid and shit. I always bet the odds, man.
You
When
gotta bet the odds. That's what I be trying to tell
yeah,
people. See, people be mixing the message. It's like we know who expected, but when you go with what's expected, ain't no money in it. So you gotta bet the odds so that if this do happen, and it's just shit that you could just part with. You know what I'm saying? But people get it misconstrued and think, oh no, how could you? It's like no, in order to win to get some bread out this shit, you gotta play the odds,
you
bro.
gotta play the odds exactly. That's how those big hitters be making money. They
Yeah.
bet the odds. They leave the feelings out and they bet the odds.
But that's what I did. I ain't want to be on no pro Bud channels, but that's what I did with the Bud fight. I bet that both of them was gonna knock each other down. You feel what I'm saying? I bet that Errol was gonna knock Bud down either in the third or the fifth, and Bud was gonna drop Errol in like the seventh or eighth.
Bro. The AJ and Daniel Dubois had Daniel Dubois got dropped, like if he had at least got a knockdown or a countdown, I would have got paid. Because I
Yeah,
had for Dubois to be dropped but still win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I be it's so many of my bets is like this. Like I might as well not even post it because that's the only way to make the money. But I be off by like a motherfucking like one knockdown not happening or some crazy shit, and I would be stupid. That's why I keep playing those odds. It's shit that I could part with. But that's how
yeah,
close I was when it came down to that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
yeah. Like I made a lot of money on that fight too, but I'm with you. I would have made even more money if fucking Dubois got dropped too.
Yep.
I wasn't even thinking about betting on that fight.
But
We was
remember
still
what Blair said. Remember,
The,
but listen, that's why I fuck with Blair because when you think about it, he said, listen, even if I'm not fighting, he's like, man, I'll just put a little 50, I'll just put a 20, I'll just do because I gotta feel like I got some skin in the game. That's why I'm like, I fuck with Blair because that's how I am. I'm like, look, I talk that shit, I do this, I make my predictions, but I gotta have a little something out there to where it's like, okay, I'm contributing this way, I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
he said Blair said that just the other day talking to us and shit.
yeah, for sure. D free, what it be?
What's good? I hear y'all up here talking about this Arthur versus Bivol.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
we chopping it up about that real fast.
Uh, 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 I just don't see a way for Bivol to beat Arthur. I got Arthur stopping him.
Okay.
Mm.
Bivol get hit just a little bit too much for my liking. He's a hell of a boxer, but he gets hit just a little bit too much. And when you in there with a guy like Arthur, who preys on beating your body up and slowing you down in the later rounds and then finishing you, you can't be getting hit. You can't be
But
getting
what do
hit.
you think? Let me ask you this question then. What do you think about uh, Bivol being like one of the masters of the in and out style, or just yeah, I'm gonna say of the in and out style. Like he could get in, throw a series of like low and high combinations. On his way
May,
out, he'll hit you and then go right back in, tag you
maybe
up two
if
more
this
times and then back out and spin out.
yeah, maybe if this fight would have happened like maybe like 2 years ago, he might would have had a chance. But see, Arthur, his last three fights that Arthur had were all boxers. He fought Marcus Brown, who tried to box him. He fought Joe Smith, who tried to box him, and then
But
he
Joe
fought
Smith was a
Anthony, and then
boxer
he
though.
fought Anthony Yard, who tried to box him. So he pretty much know what to do when it comes to a boxer. So I don't
You
know.
think Joe Smith is a boxer?
He's a boxer. He's not a power puncher. He's not a broad. He's a boxer puncher. He's a boxer puncher.
I don't know.
Joseph.
But hey, the question I got for you, you said Bevo get hit more than you like it. He's the least hit fighter in the game.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
By statistics, he
No, he's not.
is.
Dog, you need to go watch his last fight. You need to go watch his last fight.
I watched
You
it.
need to you need to go watch the fight that he fought Canelo. He was getting hit. He was getting hit.
I think that
Oh man,
bold. I'm gonna say this. I think that stat, according to CompuBox, I think Bivol is number 3 and Shakur is number 1.
But they
nah,
go back and forth.
nah. They came
They
out with
go
a
back
stat
and forth.
recently.
Like one like it's from
Yeah, I
stat
do
to
know
stat. Like
Shakur
they
is
go
the
back
I
and
do know
forth.
Shakur is number one, the least
Yeah.
hit fighter. I do know that.
Nah, they came out with a statistic the other day. Shakur is number 2, and Bevo is number 1.
Oh,
And they used,
Bivol.
and they used to go and they
Okay.
used to go back. They used to go back and forth between Bevo and Andre before
No,
Andre got obliterated.
I'm gonna tell you like this. That stat you could. I'm gonna tell you how much of a bogus stat that was. Because prior to what you saying, that stat that just came out, prior to that, Shakur was number one. He only had 2 fights since then. One fight, a guy only landed 39 punches. The other fight, the guy, I don't even know if the guy landed 39 punches when he fought Artem. I don't even know if he landed 39 punches. So for them to say no, it was, and then you look at Bivol last fight, he was getting hit a lot in that last fight. So I don't go by what they say. I go by what I see. I go by what I see, and I see Bivol gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot. I mean, if he don't get hit, you can look at the end of the fight. His whole face was bruised up. His whole face was bruised up. So he gets hit, and you getting hit by somebody that doesn't punch that hard. I just imagine what you're going to look like when you get punched by somebody who does hit a lot harder.
So you going with Beterbiev?
Of course, I'm going with Beterbiev with a knockout.
In what round?
I think it's going to be the later rounds. I think it's going to be somewhere between 9 and 11. I think it's going to be the later rounds.
So we all gotta commit to come back on Murderers Row on Sunday. and whether or not we gonna eat our crow or not, we all gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with B-Ball. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can tell you right now, I won't be on Murderers Row because my Washington is playing against Baltimore at 1:00. I will be watching that game.
Okay. So your Washington about to get spanked because my Ravens gonna stomp on them.
That's what I've been hearing. You know what? I've been hearing that for like 4 weeks now. Washington about to get spanked. Washington about to get spanked. All I see is this young phenom. I see this young phenom going out there setting records, making history every time he step on the field. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't expect them to win every game. They're bound to lose at some point. They're bound to lose at some point.
And you said making history. Come on, man.
No, he has been making history. What are you talking about?
What history he's been making?
No, he's the only quarterback in the history of the sport to have an 82% completion ratio. He's the only, through 4 games, he's the only quarterback in history to rush for pass for over 1,000 yards and rush for over 300 yards.
He's not the only quarterback. He's not the only quarterback.
The first quarterback in the first 5 games. He's the only.
No,
the only.
Lamar did that.
Not in the first 5 games. No, he did not.
Yo, they just came out with his stat. They said Lamar and Michael Vick did that same.
In the first 4 games, they threw for 1,000 yards and they rushed for 250. The first 5 games, neither one of them threw for over 1,000 yards and rushed for over 300 yards. None of them. He's the first person.
I'm gonna have to fact check. I'm gonna have to fact check that one.
Go ahead. I've already done all the stats. I already do. I do it every week. I do it every week.
All right, because I'm telling you, what they put out and what you're saying is 2 different things.
And what I'm telling you is what you heard was him, Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, and it was somebody else. It was 4 of them. Was the only quarterbacks in their first 4 games to throw for over 1,000 yards and rush for 250. He's the only one to do it through 5 games, throw for over 1,000 yards and rush for 300 in 5 games. His first 5 games. He's the only one. Only one. He's like I said. He's the first rookie to have a quarterback. To have a 91% completion percentage in a single game. Not only was it a rookie, but that's higher than any quarterback period in a single game. Not just rookies, but any quarterback.
Them stats, they sound nice, man, but it ain't gonna matter this Sunday. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I heard that they were like, oh, y'all facing a real defense against the Cleveland Browns. We saw what he did.
Man,
that game was over at halftime.
Cleveland just sucked, man. I mean, that's just the bottom line with Cleveland.
I mean, that's not what I heard prior to the game. I didn't hear that Cleveland sucked. I heard y'all finally gonna face a team that got a defense. I don't think y'all gonna make it past Cleveland. Then when we beat Cleveland, oh man, Cleveland just sucked. Or was it just the fact that Washington defense stepped up and made Cleveland look as bad as they look? What could have been that?
If you see Cleveland now, it ain't just the Washington defense stepped up. Everybody that made Cleveland offense look like shit, man.
All I know is I mean,
Shit,
if y'all are betting people, I'm gonna give y'all a stat that y'all can go back and stat check me and do your research, and it's proven right so far. Every single team that we have beaten since we've been on this 4-game winning streak, and Cleveland will prove it right if they do what I'm about to say. Every single team that we've beaten, the following game they had their best game of the season and got a W. Every single team. We beat the Giants. They came back the following week and had the best game of the season, got a W. We beat the Bengals. They came back the following week, had the best game of the season, got a W. We beat Arizona. They came back last week, had the best game of the season, and beat the 49ers when 49ers had beat them the last 5 games in a row. It just.
I'm saying like let's just be honest. When it comes to Cincinnati, their games they should have won. They should technically really damn near be undefeated. To be honest with you, they just not finishing games.
I mean, they should have won the game against the Ravens last week if it wasn't for the fact they fumbled the snap. The placeholder fumbled the snap. If he didn't fumble the snap, they probably would have won that game.
Probably, but
that was in overtime. They just had to kick the field goal and the game was over.
Yeah, but that's just like saying if Lamar Jackson didn't fumble the ball, Cincinnati wouldn't have been in that position to try to kick a field goal.
I mean I'm going by where they was at.
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about in overtime. Ravens was driving down about to score, and Lamar fumbled the snap.
He fumbled the snap.
That's what happened.
Lamar fumbled the snap and threw a touchdown. What are you talking about?
No. Overtime. Lamar fumbled another snap in overtime. They was driving down to score like a touchdown, and he was doing the clap, but dude snapped the ball. Lamar wasn't looking. The shit hit his. He fumbled the snap. That's how Cincinnati got the ball back and drove down the field, trying to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, well, they was trying to score. One was in scoring position and was about to kick the field goal. They still trying to drive to score. The other one was in position to score. I'm
saying when Lamar Jackson, when they was driving down, it was only second down. They was moving the ball down the field like with ease. And I'm saying outside of that.
Yeah, I know they was moving the ball, but what I'm saying is they still had to move the ball more to get into scoring range. They still had to move the ball more.
They were technically already in scoring range as far as field goal wise, but I'm saying they was driving for a touchdown. Because you got to know that none of them defenses really stopping each other in that game.
So what you saying is they turned the ball over?
That's what I'm saying. Lamar fumbled the snap. That's how Cincinnati.
No, I mean you could fumble the snap and not turn the ball over. I'm saying they turn it over.
Turned the ball over off of fumbling the snap. Remember, when overtime first started, Cincinnati had the ball. They couldn't do nothing with it, so they punted it away. Baltimore got the ball and marched down the field on their asses, looking like they was ready to do, get in the score. But Lamar was clapping his hands because the time clock was running out. So the center snapped the ball and Lamar mishandled the snap. And
I don't know.
And the ball got turned over.
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a good game. These are 2 top scoring offenses in the league.
Yeah.
I know Washington is number 1 right now. They average 31 points a game. And I think Baltimore is like number 3 or number 4 somewhere. They're in the top 5. I know that. They're the 2 top rushing offenses in the league. Baltimore is number 1. Washington is number 2. Baltimore is number 1. Washington number 2. So I mean, it makes for a good game. And then their defenses are right behind each other. I think Washington is 23rd and Baltimore is 24th. So their defense are right behind each other.
Well, the Baltimore run defense is top 5. It's their secondary that gets on my nerves.
Yeah, their run defense is top 5, but their secondary is
it is trash.
Woo. I mean, Washington secondary ain't that great neither, but they've been playing a lot better as of late. The last couple of games they've been playing a lot better. So I mean, we're gonna see what happens.
It's gonna be a good game. It's definitely gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a
Man.
good game. All I know is if Washington does win this game, y'all might as well go ahead and give that man the trophy now. He's MVP and Rookie of the Year. You might as well go ahead and give him the trophy now. They're already saying he's MVP right now. They're saying he's MVP right now.
Ain't say he's the
It's
MVP.
guaranteed if he beat Lamar.
Oh man.
What
Well, you know what?
stats do Lamar outside of yardage? I don't even know if Lamar got more passing yards than him. I don't know. See what Lamar passing yards was.
He doesn't have no passing yards this year, but you got to think Lamar is a huge impact on that Ravens offense. Huge impact.
So is Jaden.
I'm not doubting Jaden at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, but what I'm saying is if you look at every stat, Jaden is either 1 or 2 in every single stat as a quarterback. Every single stat. He's either number 1 or number 2. He's either number 1 or number 2. He's MVP right now. Right now, he's the MVP. Now, I'm not saying it's going to end up that way. I'm just going by as of right now. If the season ended and they had to vote for MVP, he's the MVP right now. I mean, the man team is 4-1, and he's number 1 and number 2 in every single quarterback stat. He's number 1 or number 2, every single one. The only one that he might not be in the number 2 is passing yardage. Passing yardage. Because he runs the ball not just as much as he throw the ball, but they're a running team. They run the ball just as much as they throw the ball. They run with 3 running backs and they run with the quarterback. They got 3 running backs that run the ball and a quarterback.
That's gonna be a good one. Well, hey man, I'm about to shut it down, man. I don't freestyle 2.5 hours. This guy didn't even show up. Not only did he not show up, he went to the damn studio.
Who's that?
Live. Out of here. I got to get ready to head out anyway.
Who's supposed to show up?
My older bro, he was like, man, I want to kick it, blah blah blah. I said, all right, because I wasn't going on. And then motherfucker he just hit me and said, man, I'm at the studio.
Oh man.
I said, all right, man, I ain't getting mad. I know you know what I'm saying? You got that he got that hidden chambers.
Oh, okay.
He got the hidden chambers. That's why he wanted to talk to you too, buddy. So I'm gonna try to get him up here tomorrow.
For the music joint.
Yeah.
If you want to do a collab, I'll do a collab one time.
I mean, it's depending on who he going, because it's his company.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So he got some artists. Empire. He's distributing through Empire.
All right.
This is joint right here, Stacks versus Starks.
Oh, okay.
If you done heard that with him with the new Ghostface shit, that came out on his label. So that's he in Vegas right now.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to talk. He wanted to talk boxing, but then I guess niggas was like, yo, come on, OG, let's go to the studio.
Gotta get to work.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Take OG to the studio.
You got that link I sent you?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
I definitely got it. Word, in my phone. So, definitely. I don't know what time. I'll let everybody know. Because the kid's gonna be home. I don't want him here. But anyway, damn.
All right, man.
Damn. So I'll figure it out, man. But I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. You know, great cook. And we already know who went. We already know who everybody got. So tomorrow after the fight or Sunday, definitely.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I didn't even make my pick. I don't think I made my pick, but I think I'm rolling. I think I'm rolling with Beterbiev, man. I'm a big fan of Bivol, man, but Beterbiev is a different beast, man. It's still I'm still split down the middle. You know what I'm saying? But I just think with Beterbiev, man, he's a monster, man.
That's a fact too. Word. I got Beterbiev too, but Body got Body and AC got Bivol, so we it's pretty much even over here. We'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon. But I think the fight's starting around 6 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm gonna go on at 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do some pre-filling and just talk it up and just, you know what I'm saying? But let me know, man.
Definitely. I'll definitely let you know.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
All right, peace.
Peace.
So yep. Get ready to shut down. See what I'm a matter of fact, even though he ain't pull up, I'm gonna play this nigga song on the way out.
All right.
Let's get this money. Yeah, nigga. Shit, rock star shit. Radiohead and all them niggas, all them fly names. Yeah, Green Day. Van Halen, Metallica shit. Yeah, Ozzy. Shout out to Ozzy. Yo, Wallow Chris, the duffel bag, got a straight meal, black onyx dice, I'm off in the grill. Party and bullshit, the gun got a full clip, stop running your trap, you get capped for that new slip. Triple goose, look like an OJ glove, and them Gucci seats in the jet is nothing but love. Push cover shove, I'ma burn a half an ounce in the Skylark. Ice cold Dosakis, I don't fuck with the land shark. AMG Bach with the glass steering wheel, petrified wood dash with a crystal windshield. White tires, gold diamond flakes in the paint jar. Shit's so sexy when you look, you get your dick hard. Impeccable, I'm more than intellectual. God throwing dawn that'll stir fry your vegetables. Tone candle, murk your grandma. For them dead presidents, you should never bite the hand, Paul.
Wu-Tang style. I could still remember it clearly. Do tell me, your father was a good Wu-Tang martial expert. There's not many who can match up with him. Even the 10 Tigers find him very hard to tackle. That game is one-man league.
Bijan Chow, I've been waiting here for you.
Wu-Tang, I'm razor sharp like jump stars. Killer bees, swarming attack, one call from rag car. Plug in Haiti, I'm speaking prices of friends store. Take a couple keys with thighs and put the pants on. I'm never dry on my block, this spotty sandstorm. Drop a couple dollars on customs and where we land strong. 50 grand on your hat, and now your man's gone. I'm in the beacon, I set it off on the dance floor. Homegirl smuggling drugs, stuffed in the tampon. Dirty cops out in LA, they like the rampart. OG brilliant box, we call it hand off. I'm in the Hamptons, half baked and dancing. My diamonds dancing, desert storm like ransom. Ghostface and Risen connect, I make the anthem. All my hoes full with that bread, they throwing tantrums. Who the champions, Hall of Fame and Canton like.
Thank you. We have only 35 chambers. There is no 36.
I know that. But I want to create a new chamber.
And what would that be?
Shaolin skills confined here. In my view, that's a great pity.
You must shake off.